with magic and salutations to all. I am Njeri Ba'u Toure, your host for this one-day event for the 17th year anniversary celebration of the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic and the full Buck/Moonflower Moon live call. Our moderator is Nanya Hare, and we begin with the reading of our pledge. Begin all acts, breathing and thinking by saying Kalum/Aw, by way of the infinity flame of the dwellers enthroned in the flower of fire, by way of a universal traveler, dweller-emperor, :space, Samhu, a mini-ray, quote, a Delo Yi, end quote, Zen Uru, :space, smiley face. The pledge of the Imperial and Imperial Royal flags for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, full colon. As I/I stand beneath our sacred Imperial and Imperial Royal flags, I vow loyalty and obedience as I watch them fly. To the imperial laws of our Imperial and Imperial Constitution that governs our Imperial and Imperial Royal Empire, to this cause, I hold my head up high. With honor, I/I pledge to protect and defend all within the Imperial and Imperial Royal Kingdom, both family and friend, to ensure that all have their equal rights. To this cause, I will lay down my very life. As I stand beneath our sacred Imperial and Imperial Royal and national flags, I/I vow loyalty, sincerity, and integrity with zeal. As I/I will, so mote it be. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Ashe, so be it. So it is. It definitely shall be so. Correction, it definitely shall be. Quote, Zen Uru, and power we shall have, end quote. Thank you. Yeesh. Smiley face, know thyself, _ smiley face. On behalf of the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, quote, the oldest independent, autonomous autochthon kingdom/nation on earth, end quote. I/we welcome and thank you all for joining us for this live one-day event for the 17th year anniversary celebration of the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, in harmony with the royal bio for His Sovereign Majesty and honoring the full Buck/Moonflower Moon live call. Each month, we pay homage to our celestial ancestors, rotating on the face of boundless space to accommodate the IRO, HEM, and ECMYE-IRKR as we witness the magic of His Sovereign Majesty, Samhu Amini-Ray, quote, a Delo Yi, end quote, as Mother Earth Ta continues to balance and reveal secrets of the universe to humanity. Tonight, we will begin with the reading of our observance 17th year anniversary in harmony with the royal bio for His Sovereign Majesty, and continuing with the observance with questions and answers in review of the Imperial and Imperial Royal Annals for the month of July. During our readings, there will be brief pauses between slides to allow questions and answers. Therefore, the following house rules shall be implemented. First, we ask that you speak clearly and respectfully when addressing His Sovereign Majesty. Next, we ask that you keep your mics muted, videos off, and your comments, concerns, questions, or accolades reserved until such time as will be designated to do so. The next point, for those who are logged into Zoom, prior to speaking, we ask that you use your raise hand feature and wait for the host to call your appellation or your name or the moderator. Next point, please limit your questions to a maximum of 2 and focus on the subject at hand. And finally, please state your appellation, your name, clearly before asking your question. Thank you for your cooperation and participation. Imperial IIEHU University, IIEHU broadcast book/MoonFlower 21 July celebration 1700 in parentheses 5 p.m. EST, first year, fourth month in parentheses month, 21 day for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s. The sovereign Imperial Royal Empire presents the incarnation of Samhu Amini-Ray on Ta-Mother Earth as his-Imperial Majesty, full colon, in parentheses, all cap, H.E.M. full colon, who decrees and grants limited delegated authority to all non-nationals, non-executive directors, in parentheses, NEDs, all cap, and non-directors, in parentheses, NDs, all cap, who are skilled and qualified to operate a sovereign republic state jurisdiction. The purpose is to implement and advance the modalities of sovereign governance, commerce, and cultural variegations for the properly formed and operational sovereign republic state pursuant to the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRKR. Today, we showcase our nominational culture in harmony with the Namashi compass, and the full book/MoonFlower moon. Sit back, absorb, and enjoy the ride. Yeesh. Smiley face. All right. One moment, please, while I put up on my screen so it'll be bigger for me. All right.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good. There it is. Look at that bio. All right. All right. So now, here we have the Imperial Royal Bio for his Sovereign Majesty. Starting with the top right, we have the absolute Royal Sovereign Emperor's Imperial and Imperial Royal flag. We'll call it. Next to that is the Imperial Royal Office for his-Imperial Majesty for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic Great Flag. And to the left of that, we have the Mir-Moore 48-Star of Peace, Full Faith, and Sovereign Gold-Credit Great Flag, full colon. And to the left of that, we have the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, national, small n, flag, full colon. The Imperial Royal House of Tilica-Thunderfire and underscore the Imperial Royal House of Samson L-Samhu Ray, herewith underscore ordained by decree and declared active and in quote force underscore the Imperial Royal Office for his-Imperial Majesty, dated underscore 22 January 2024 / notice of accession for the IROHEM and ECMYE-IRKR / IMYRS, all cap. File numbers, colon space, all cap, NOARD, correction, NOARAD / 2024-00000001. All cap, NOAVCLT -00000000 002. All cap NOACRTAP -00000003. All cap NOAC -00000004. Effective date 13 June 2024. Quote, retroactive to Imperial and Imperial Executive Missions. Effective date 3 December 2023 to 31 August 2023 / notice of appointment in parentheses amendment and underscore Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of the United States small s. Effective date 28 June 2023 to effective date 8 January 2023 in parentheses Imperial and Imperial Royal Diplomatic Decree. 2. Effective date 21 June 2022 in parentheses Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world. 2. Effective date 18 March 2022 in parentheses Imperial motu proprio / official royal decree public notice to the world. End quote. In harmony with the be it decree equity underscore contracts underscore full colon space Emperor's Directive -0004 capital Z A / Imperial Constitution for the Imperial Royal Kingdom in parentheses ECMYE-IRK all cap via Emperor's Directive -0004 capital Z effective dates for April 2014 per 3 April 2013 / Imperial Constitution of the Continental Moorish Yamasi Empire in parentheses ICCMYE all cap full colon space 2 Emperor's Directive -0003 capital Z colon space notification of diplomatic arrival notice of apostille and official act of state effective date 9 April 2009 2 Emperor's Directive -0001 in parentheses all cap CMYE USA small u / USA all cap colon space effective date 18 July 2007 to effective date 4 March 2004 / claim of the life in parentheses CL all cap 2 effective date 11 February 2004 / United States of America State Department in parentheses minor apostille verification numbers colon space 040-10010 and underscore 040-10010-1 colon space to the aegis underscore of the Treaty of Berne and underscore Constitution of the Universal Postal Union effective date 30 September 2003 quote retroactive to 9 October 1874 end quote colon space to effective date 20 June 2003 / the state of Georgia in parentheses major apostille verification number colon space 5604 capital B USA all cap colon space to effective date 13 June 2003 in parentheses Yamasi Mir nationality YM all cap colon space to effective date 9 May 2003 in parentheses Washita Mir nationality WM all cap colon space pursuant to underscore the quote sovereign state end quote Yamasi Native American government via underscore Mount quote Arafat Embassy UN all cap colon space 208-1992 USA small u / USA all cap effective date 19 June 2003 colon space in harmony with underscore the quote sovereign state end quote United Washita de Demania UN all cap colon space 215-1993 USA small u / USA all cap effective date 17 September 1787 correction 20 March 2003 colon space to effective date 28 January 1837 / Treaty of September 16 1836 colon space pursuant to underscore the Constitution for underscore the United small u States of America USA small u effective date 17 September 1787 colon space to Treaty of Peace and Friendship effective date 18 July 1787 quote retroactive to 23 June 1786 end quote colon space to Treaties of Utrecht effective year 1713, space, to the beginning of recorded history / our dash story as recorded in the stones at Waxington, just off the Yucatan Peninsula, via _ sovereign imperial royal empire and _ into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum. Droid -- droid. Ease, space, smiley face. Pyramid nunc proton dash nunc proton in Yamashi and nunc proton in hieroglyphics, also in parentheses, in pyramid. Full colors. Imperial Office for His - Imperial - Majesty presents _
You had a whole lot of them on top. You don't want to talk about?
Oh, yeah, we can stop and talk. Yes, we could talk about that. Ooh, it's a lot to talk about. Wow. So, wow. So the updates, Emperor, why was it necessary to do the updates?
Which one?
We're gonna go with the one about the let's go read it in order. Let's go with the first update of, where is it? I just caught it too as I was reading. Why where we at? Why was the update on the, I noticed that the when you added, where we at? It's like I'm losing my space real quick. All right, on the on the first part, the section of the authority, where's the update that you did on here, Emperor? I seen it as I'm reading. It was something you did here.
You talking about effective date update? That's just
yeah,
you might be jumping down to the other part.
Yeah, I did. I did jump down too soon. It is the effective date for 13 June. There we go, 2024. Why was it necessary to do that? Put that in there. What happened on that
date? Come on, give me a question so I can answer. We gotta keep going.
What did you do on the 13th of June? Why did you have to update on the 13th
of June?
Oh,
you talking about this past June?
Yeah.
Oh, because that was 120 days for the notice of the session. That was my nationality Earth Day on the CMYE-IRK with Chief Black Eagle and Chief down in de facto Chief down in Georgia, Black Hawk. All right. So that was the creation of the Yamasee Native American Mirror, my own nation, my own tribe, basically what they gave me, what they established on that day. That was way back in 03. So this June just fell on, because we don't control the mailing. Not yet anyway. Well, we still won't control that kind of service. Nobody can. When they go through the system, you got to, register mail and all that got to be walked through. So, each distribution center has its own way of doing things, So that's why they got on there 10 to 15 days. But, our register is hitting a week, less than a week. You feel me? So, anyway, after the last person got that situation, they that's when you had to start your count for this type of document, because you gave them a session. So when you got a state like we got, country like we got, and it's been established, recognized around the world behind the scenes for now, but as you coming out proving your jurisdiction, copy claiming certain flags that's in international arena that has treaties backed by, and that's inherent to you, interregnum and all that, going all the way back to the emperor of Morocco, going all the way back to, I know some niggas started calling them salt and crap, but anyway, like I said, I test everything, right? Going back to the treaties of Utrecht with the Washington, deduct the monument, mirror that Washington mirror deduct the monument. So you got land, okay? You're gonna go tell the United States or the states to give you some land that they don't own, or you're gonna claim the land back to them. How? They don't have the authority to get back to you. All that authority is under the military now since 1871. So with all these crazy Muslims out here, Muslims they call themselves, claiming to go pick up their heritage, and they got a right to fly the red and green flag and change it and all that kind of stuff. These clowns are here doing. But they got to come to our court because it's on our land, and it's dishonoring treaty law. The United States ain't under no treaty, so they can't. They have no jurisdiction over that matter, and that's why they get people out there confused, because the United States, they only got jurisdiction over your corporation. That's the contract, birthright contract. So they try to bring that stuff into their court, and it don't work because it's not even set up that way. Then you got the religious fanatics out here, Islam, Muslims, and all that, who want to say they claim to believe in some Allah character. You know what I'm saying? And don't read up on it. You know, so, and this God character they got out here tripping on. You feel me? So they can, if they so deep, they say, tell Jesus to come back and do a notice of accession. That's the only way you come back in. You know what I'm saying? Tell the Mahdi in these Islamic worlds, come back and do the notice of accession. Other than that, he got to kneel to them. So what would be the reason him coming back? He got to come down and kneel to them, because he got to have jurisdiction over the land. You think he just got jurisdiction over the people? Who need the people? What good are you? You feel me? You live long enough to see food school don't teach you nothing, lie to you about rights that people don't have, some people do, and get you caught up in some party, club, lodge. You know what I'm saying? In one breath, you love Jesus, Allah. Next breath, you become the lodge, and you're a Mason, and you're all this crap. You feel me? So none of that stuff works. You ain't brought nobody salvation. You know something? Death ain't stopped killing yet. Ain't stopped taking them yet, have you? See, that's why they keep running, and they're talking in noise, but they can't run from death, can you?
No.
See, so death is knocking on their door. You feel me? Because I'm coming to my seat. And me and death that's my cousin. That's my first cousin. That's my boy. I come from the light.
They don't know.
Said, Death said what? Death said, I don't exist without the light. Well, I come from the light. They want me to submit to some Allah light or some Jesus light or some leaders light. They ain't came along, do nothing, write a couple books or say a couple words and pick up some situation that started in the 60s and 30s and living off of their energy. Ain't got none of their self. Ain't got all these people following them and want somebody to come save them from their ignorance. You feel me?
Yes, I do.
So when you're doing a notice of accession, you putting everybody on the spot. If they got a spot. If their organization or some these Facebook groups out here, they can't do nothing anyway. They have no jurisdiction to do anything. They have no right to even write an apostille. They have no right to do anything. They say they got constitution. They say they got all this little alignment stuff, but where the equity at? I didn't claim to go, but I got that part. That's why I see that 48-star flag up there. You feel me?
Right.
That's why it's what? It ain't just 48-star flag of peace now. It's a 48-star what? Full faith and solid gold. That's credit. Great flag. Why? That flag back by that 100 million in gold. And so some more say they do this talk. Well, I can't prove that it's real, and it's dark on us, and we moving because we can write out equity. That's what we're doing. That's why these certain things is up here on my banner. Some people say, well, you got to put that out there for, but what are you showing them? Because if they got something to show, tell them to show up. They out here talking all this noise. They singing all these whoop tickets, claiming they got this and that, claiming some Allah character, you know, all this Jesus character and Matthew character they out here tripping on. You feel me? Tell them to know something to the land. Look at all these countries fighting. They can't even show attachment to the land. They show
Right.
attachment to a flag. They can't show
Hmm.
attachment to the land because they're not no sovereign. So when the true sovereign showed up, they said this day and time, a true sovereign will show up, will appear when I'm here. And that's what this notice of accession is, because I am a true sovereign, absolute. Allodium. And that's the only reason you can do something like this, write a notice of accession. Lawfully legal and everything. You know what I'm saying? Administratively.
Right.
See, so when you look at the royal house, imperial royal house, and the imperial royal house, remember, Washington, Mir, the Douglas Monument, Al-Marak, imperial, see? So
Yeah.
them houses is royal houses. So that authority that's from your constitution all the way back is act, declare, ordain, and decree, and declare active and enforce. See, where they get that authority from? They just talking. Or they
Right.
bought out by the church. You feel me?
Yes, I do.
They seeking the Catholic Church protection. You feel me?
Yeah.
Well, see, I talk to the both. I talk to the boss. Their boss. That's why I send them the Constitution. That's why I say it's down here, Constitution 1. Decree down here, 4 April 214. The cur by way of 3 April. That's what that means. See, me put that Constitution out there because I attached myself to the goal. I did it properly. And I sent it to the right people. Where it had to sit a year. But if they understood what international law and state law mean, they would understand that. So that's why you see it got a year. It set a whole year. That's why it became the Constitution of the land. And it got equity. That's why you had the Pope meet the Queen a year later, then meet Obama the same year. You know, met Obama first on 29th of March. And then met the Queen on Elizabeth on 3 April. Go check it. That was showing me that the Constitution, that's now imperial Constitution, why? Because I had to bring all the crowns into one entity. You feel me? Because I'm absolute. I got 3 titles: absolute, Constitution, imperial Constitution, and executive. Well, executive one, this white seal here on the flag, that's the imperial royal, his imperial majesty royal post. Sovereign state. You feel me? That crown.
Right.
Well, that's executive house under my office. The Senate seal is absolute. The seal on the left is imperial constitution that delegate authority down to y'all to come out and move your state. So when you're looking at the right seal over here, well, you're talking King Charlie over there in England. You feel me? De facto. You feel me? You're talking de facto Philippines. You're talking all the royals in the land that's been here. Well, how they got it and fought and killed over it, whatever. It was already owned by somebody. So you see, but they did their best to wipe that story, and they couldn't wipe the story because of your story. They won't have no authority. The authority they ruling on now comes from you, comes from the emperor, the sovereign. You got to have a sovereign to be able to have full faith and credit and delegate authority down. Then you put the gold on the Constitution to give it weight. So if your Constitution, you claim you got some damn Constitution out there, where your value at? Because you got a lot of genie asses out there, you feel me? They can write and tell you everything about how to bring you some immortality. You know what I'm saying? They can write, you know, they read that shit. But where's the value at? You've been dominated now in America by a constitution that don't have no damn being. You feel me? You gotta pay taxes in America for a constitution. And the constitution don't benefit the people. So why are you paying taxes to the constitution then?
Wow.
See? Because only the people that is going to benefit from it is what's benefiting from it now. You going out there to vote and say you a Republican Democrat, you feel me? You don't have no clue of what the Constitution says. You just the part of a damn party. And whatever the party say, you go along with it like a damn blind leading the blind. Feel me? Because there ain't no harmony out there. And that's just on the notice of accession.
Right. Right.
And you got to know who to send it to and what to send it and how to send it. So that goes back into my what? I finally opened up my office. I've been walking behind the scene for 17 years with the CMYE. I just stepped on the scene. Lawfully, legal, administratively. I've been behind the scenes with a sledgehammer the whole while. But officially, I didn't let a lot of my stuff out because you had them crazy moles who won't get out there and run drugs up and down the road and all that kind of stuff with your ID. You ain't got time for that. You ain't got time for that madness.
Right.
So that's why you see me walk small, watch everybody do all that crap, say all that crap, ain't nothing happening. You feel me?
Right. True. Right. Yes, I do.
You see me, they go check the State Department of me, what they get? What they get? Head of state, don't they?
Yeah. Straight respect. That's right. Official.
Straight within 72 hours. You feel me? Okay, who it is? You feel me?
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
So tell them to go, tell their leader to go get checked. Or their so-called religious leader. Tell them to go get checked. See what status they got outside of the Queens or IRS codes. What status they got? You got all these so-called Muslims claiming to be sheiks. Come on, man, for real. And now he claiming to be nobles, governors, all this crap on a corporation. But you really don't create a corporation. He didn't create a demon son real fifth. I brought that out to y'all. Because I'm the eighth marquee. They don't look at it as a profit. Okay? And he couldn't even save his damn self. But he gonna save their black ass, right?
Right. Good.
Anyway, you see what I'm saying? And they want you to kneel to that crap. Circle 7 bullshit teaching that they control. They don't teach you nothing about some fake ass God named Allah. Gonna come save you from your damn self. Same concept cheap Christians got.
Right.
You feel me? Somebody got to come save you from you. Like you so damn special. I guarantee you when death come catch your ass, you got 78,000 damn years. Don't show you how special you are. All right?
Right.
And I set that rule in motion in 2022. And they know behind the scenes that I said 2 million a day now, 3 million a day, remember? They know it's a fact. And I got my 580 more than 5 billion. So whether you like it or not, makes me no difference. Cause we're gonna be here. We're gonna work. And we're gonna watch, like Tal said, we're gonna watch you come, we're gonna watch you go. But this time when you leave, your black ass ain't coming back. Done with you. You feel me?
No more return.
So then you come here, okay? You say noticeable appointment, okay? When we created the Yamasee government, we had an appointment that de facto boy down in Georgia went to UN on, okay? But he went out there and fraud because the commander in chief was Chief Black Eagle. So Chief Black Eagle lost his appointment, but then he abdicated his seat to the government. Our only seat. That's why you see I got an appointment.
Right.
See? Amendment is because we make mistakes and I develop. So we develop as we grow, okay?
Right.
All right. So you going back to the Royal Diplomat Decree, that was when certain countries we dealing with behind the scene had mentioned that the emperor need to come and straighten out this mess about being part of some Muslim cult. Okay, whether it's the Sabians, the Moor Science Temple, Nation Islam, the Sunni Muslim, whatever. It's a fact. We ain't got time for none of that crap. Feel me?
Right.
You feel me? So that was what that was about. So all these cats, they talking this stuff, they need to go read, riff. That means reading is fundamental. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so now when you talking about property, right?
And
what you have done, okay? So that's why you had to get a royal public notice out. Then you had to get a royal press release. Why? To the world. Why? Because you know what you got. You know what, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you did that in June.
Right.
That's when I signed it in. I ain't get that shit out of July. Because I had to go through that birthing pain I was so-called prophesied to go through.
and went through it.
Yeah, so I went 396 days, man.
Yes.
So I'm doing my job. So then you came down to where you was finally, since these cats out here want to say we ain't got this and we ain't got that, which we ain't here to impress you anyway, but just set the record straight. that imperial that's motu proprio,
Mhm.
but that was cause we all in Africa dealing with Gambia, different countries,
Mhm.
and my status is over there, and this cat down in the clan of the government decided it's a pawn for the state agent, but that's non-resident alien crap. He got them folk in.
All
So
right.
they called their agent, their last agent, to come and so-called shut me down because he thought, and they thought he had superior claim. They found out very quick he ain't got nowhere near claim that I got. You feel me?
Right.
And so I had to take it to that level because motu proprio is what the Pope. That's the highest as the Bishop of Rome. One of his titles. He got three.
Mhm.
That's the highest blood on the land that he can write because he's supposed to be the supreme pontiff of the land. Okay,
Mhm.
because everybody submitted to it. Spain, everybody. You feel me?
Right.
All the way back to the Viking days. You go all the way back. You feel me? For the church.
Mhm.
Okay. So when he wrote that motu proprio on when I seen him the Imperial Constitution, that's when he wrote the motu proprio to tell everybody that's under Creole, United States, one of all the banks, charters, and everything. He told them that this guy's on the scene. And within 10 years, he coming, basically, because it's 10-year wonder. And you need to prepare. You feel me? So he wrote that in 213. You see what year it is?
Yes.
You know come from?
Yeah.
So we way ahead of time, you feel me?
Oh yeah.
So then I had to come along and do what? Because my authority is above the Pope. What I say is law. I'm the emperor, the sovereign emperor, his sovereign majesty. That's why they got me on the UN in the airport now. What? His majesty. Because I done stepped on the scene and proved all this improved. It's not an argument no more. It's about us just running the damn ship. You feel me? That's already been proved. They had their time to speak and to stand if they got any status. But you hear folk out there arguing at us now, debating, putting stuff on our webpage crap because they want to follow some dumb nigga because he light skinned. Anyway, whatever. And he been shot for 30 years about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Fake Muslims want to be Christians, but
Right.
they fake Muslims. Walking around bow ties and bullshit on. You feel me?
Right.
Claim they got some status. They ain't got shit. Anyway, don't fucking with me. Uh, huh? Excuse me, man.
Man, you
And
on point.
I'm just being real. So when you come here, right, you had to write a him period because that's your title, the energy. And you see that him period been in my system when 2022. See? Because that go back to the Saints of Maria, the empress of the Washington Mirror Doug the Minder, where the Archbishop taught me. That's what's on record. Washington Mirror Doug the Minder. They dug the mounts for y'all. That's how far it go back. That's why they on record at the UN as the oldest nation in on history, 21593. That's what that number represents. It's a land grant, not no freedom grant. Okay. Anyway, so I had to come and not talk to that clown, but he just cursed him and his whole generation past hell. But to go up to where my level is, because I'm the sovereign emperor, his sovereign majesty. When the emperor speaks, that's law. So whatever I'm saying here, they realize it on the world scene is law. Y'all want to debate it. Think this person here got some opinion. Think this person here got. So I tell you what, go get him some Charmin toilet tissue, right? Opinion like asshole, we'll clean that motherfucker. Feel me? That don't mean nothing over here. You got some facts, bring it. You feel me? Outside of that, we can deal with you on a government level. Outside of that, we ain't got time to deal with you. We don't want nothing you got. We know how to live and provide for our family, live on the other side of the fence. We know how to do all that. But now we got to live on this side of the fence. So you got to move your way and stay out of everybody else's way. But you see, they got tons of problems, issues going on. Okay? So then you come down from the imperial motu proprio that nobody was able to respond. You feel me? Then you come down and go by what? Constitution. And then you got to go ask these clowns out here, where is their notification of death matter arrival, notification of apostille, and official death act of state? Well, you got authority to write apostille like we do. And not just apostille, we write imperial apostilles. We got imperial apostilles, and we have state apostilles. We got all they got 3 levels. We got how many levels we got, y'all? 5 levels. I think 5. Yeah, 6. We got royal apostille, imperial apostille, and imperial apostille. And we got the other ones. Yeah. We got 6 apostilles that I played already. You feel me? So they say, well, you got to be attached to the post office. Well, that's why you see this down here, treated as a burn. Because that attached me to the post office. We get down to it. But you can go back here on this paper here. You go into what we call the claim of the life, claim dash of dash the dash life. That's dealing with David Wynn Miller and the quantum physics. Okay, where you became a sovereign of the land through blood oath, not through no damn red thumbprint. You feel me? Or some blue thumbprint. You know, all that crap they teaching out there. You know, blood and the thumbprint. See, so when we came through, David understood that we was co-signers to our own state. See, you hear me, D? You feel me? Okay. See, everybody on the market, even Tucker Bay and everybody I was dealing with back then, they assumed. David found out for a fact because we had that we was part of training, and he got summons to, I told y'all, Rothschild and everywhere around the world, and back to where posted governors in DC. That's when he called us after that meeting. And what this I hear y'all part of your own government. See, we didn't get that from nobody. David gave us that. Remember that, y'all? 205, remember? He said, so what? You copy claim your flag now. You don't have to wait 200 years for someone to come in like I did and copy claim the 50-star flag. See, he went over there to copy claim this flag. What did the world court say? Neither you, no Moor, no black, no white, no Indian, no color, no nothing can claim this flag. Only the who, y'all? The Mir dash Moor can claim this flag. And that's what I did. And that's why you see the gold on the. See, so these cats had to talk with his nose. Show them what they recognize by the United States. See right here? Effective date 11 February 2004, United States, American State Department, minor, apostille verification number 0401010 and 0-1. Well, that's verification, y'all. That's a verification. See, that's you see, state of Georgia right up here. Yeah, that's a verification for those who don't know. See, then it goes back to work. The Aggies of the treaty burn. See, September 3rd, they came in that false arrest to get out of the contract that we created, but the post office couldn't. So they lost the case. That's why you see we got the post union. I'm gonna say we part of the treaty and the Constitution. That's why you seen before Trump, when Trump was in there, de facto Trump was in there, he was doing what? He was trying to get outside of the Universal Post Union. And that the brother that's sitting on the board of governors now, who Biden brought back in, he the one who saved the post office from withdrawing from the union because of the debt they owe me. But you got sovereign can't step on another sovereign. So when they stepped on me September 30, 2003, I was a sovereign. I went in court, won my case as a sovereign. They went into court and paid every damn judge in America to win that case, and they couldn't win. So what type of magic do you think I got? Magic that can open up shackles, right?
And can open the gates of hell, correct.
And can open up the gates of hell, yeah. And they want to come in tripping on me. Like I give a damn about some Allah Jesus character, you feel me? Last time I checked, well, they were vacated. They vacated their post, right?
Definitely.
When the master stepped on the scene, when they vacated their post, right? See, so then you go back here to 13 journalists right here. ECMYE-IRKR mirror nationality. Remember? That's a fact. So these cats, these Moorish cats coming out, they had something on 13. Why you want to fuck with my dates? You can't never touch the 13. This 13 been around since 03. You want to try to say you claim, that's that kind of attach themselves to us. You feel me? You got watching. Then you go back to May 9th, 93, 203, for all these watchtower mirrors and all that crap out there. Show me a date before then that you got some status. Because you didn't have no status before then. Right. With this sovereign state right here. Okay. And that sovereign state got this number. own it. This sovereign state got this number, 208-1992, own it. See, you got them saviors out there talking about some 299-1999. Okay, we ain't got nothing to do with us. Ain't got a damn thing to do with us. That's got something to do with them filing at the UN that never got approved. And they putting it on seals and paperwork without approval. No, when Chief Black Eagle filed the Constitution, not an abomination more Constitution, that represents that number, 208-1992. That means he was, whoever went in there with 208 person in 1992 when he dropped that. See? And the 215-93 number, see? Who was first? 92, right? Let's see. He went in 92. His cousin went in there in 93, the Empress. And she was number 215 when she was in line. That's all it means. That filing that she filed to get the state or her land, she was number 215. That's all it means. Everybody make it seem like it's so deep. Okay. Then you go back to where? 28 January 1837. At 28 January when I opened up Gates Hill to 2022. So you see how the dates been around me the whole while? Then it said what? Treaty September 16, 1836. That's what's on record. Not no damn peace of friendship treaty no more. It's a treaty of September 16. So you got all these crazy Moors out there. Oh, I'm claiming that. Shut up. You feel me? I'm just tired of y'all stupidness, ignorance. That's what I'm saying. As y'all get y'all quarter, I'm going to close all that crap out. But this right here, public notice right here, Roy public notice and Roy press release right here, they already been warned. You ain't got to keep reminding them. They're gonna be fraudulent because they fraud anyway. You feel me? Anything believing in invisible God, you gotta be crazy or something, right? Anyway, let's keep going here. So then you come all right here, and then you go back to when? Constitution. 4, not just U, small U, States of America. That's equity. That's what this. That's all this. That flag up there, that 48-star flag. That's all that. That's equity. Because you go back to when? 17 September 1787. That's all you need. You don't need nothing outside of that date. For the states went in and put that little 2 cent worth in. No. You only need that date because that date represent what flag, y'all? The red and white flag, right? And have what? 9 states, right?
Right.
All right.
Right.
Then they go back to the 2-year peace friendship at 18 July, which is, like I said, celebration. 18 July this year is what? 17 years, right?
17 years.
7-1 is 8. So, I arrive in 8. You feel me?
Right.
See that thing come around, be 58, number 3 coming up, right? And that goes back when? 23rd June, 1786. When the emperor put a seal on it. That's why you see that red flag right there, right? With my crown on it now. I ain't got to go fly the red and green flag. Why? That's Kingdom of Morocco. Recognize. To dishonor that flag, that make you dishonor you. To fly that flag without a venue is showing you how dirty Moors are. That's what dirty Moors is. Want to do stuff without permission. As if something happened to you, Kingdom of Morocco is going to come over here and represent your dumb ass. Because you out there flying the red flag and green star. When that guy threw that flag out in Pennsylvania, and he threw it out of Copper's Carry, I told y'all what. Because that flag under me now. When he raised the flag in 219, feel me? In Philly, he was talking to me, us. That's why he raised that flag. That was a ship singing the flag, 18 July, ship singing, man.
Right.
That's what I mean. You see?
Right.
So you go back to the seal. That's why you see me able to raise his flag. The emperor can only come and raise his person's flag. Feel me? Because after the emperor, they got assault, and you see how they kept bringing it down? Because they couldn't handle more emperors. Because they know when the emperor show up, whatever the emperor say is law. So everything I'm saying here is law, whether you like it or not. You hear me? Then you go back to the trees up trick, which didn't want over 3 million acres of land that they've been profiting off of since 1713. That's royalties got to come to you now. Back to you, not Spain or France. That's why they so mad. They got to come to you. Them royalties. Then you're going back when? To beginning of recorded history, history / our dash story. And recorded stone of what? Washington. Washington. That's the name. That's the title. Okay? Deduct the money. Okay? Just off the Yucatan Peninsula. That's all the Caribbean, y'all. That's all Washington land. Washington, excuse me. That's all on us now. It says being what? Sovereign Imperial Royal Empire. That's galactical. Now I can dot my 580 immortified beings. The master of myself wanted 579,999,999. 999, yeah, 579,999,999 immortified deity. Now they rest in the Sovereign Imperial Royal Empire. Presents Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of the United States. You own that now. So y'all got a clear understanding, and I'm saying you got a clear understanding, understanding to get an over that standing on this little first paragraph, first header right here, banner, like we call it.
Yes, Emperor.
That was very clear.
I gave more clarity.
All right. So you see, now tell them to come prove themselves, right?
Right. And it makes sense too. I like how you just explain and outline why you had to do what you had to do based on the individuals coming up, attempting to make attachments, attempting to do things outside of law. It just makes sense. Just everything here.
That's why you got draw it there, right? Because you got absolute. You got absolute. That's, you feel me?
Yes.
You got people saying you can't be absolute. See, they want you to come prove to them like they've got something special for you, right?
Right.
All right. So how y'all like that one? Y'all good?
Oh yeah, that was good there. Gratitude for that, Emperor.
Very good.
Are there any other questions ones have for the Emperor in this banner bio right quick up top, the first part? In fact,
No question. Host, will it be any in the YouTube land? The moderators could inform it.
All right. Gratitude. All right. The other thing I noticed too, Emperor, a question, it's probably not that much of a difference. I know one said the claim dash of dash life, and the other one said claim dash of dash the dash life. It's just upgraded, it's just updated from
just I've been out of the game for a while.
Right.
That's all.
All right.
You know, Russell, he kind of got the Rams since David passed. Peace be upon him. Since he stepped, where they took him out, and the brother over in England. He be having little shows, but he studied, and he just basically showing people you can still use that system. Basically, get out of mortgage. You get out any contract. They say contract because the whole teaching is the currency is fraud. So if the currency is fraud, they make all contracts is fraud.
Right.
So then they come in and give you certificates with a block around it, which means it only exists within that block. It can't exist outside the block. So it's just a worthless piece of paper that people got hanging out on their wall. That they got a doctorate degree here, this and that, because the United States is a de facto country. Okay. It's a democracy. De facto. They have no sovereignty. They say it every time they talk. Anybody ain't paying no attention. They said it today when de facto Biden said what? What de facto Biden say today?
He said I quit.
He said he said he said he ain't running. He said he ain't running for the office. He said, he said he joined the fight back in when he came in because he felt like that de facto Trumpian guy was a threat to the what? Democracy. That's why he said he claimed that he wanted to stay in. Why? Because he still feel like this guy is a threat to democracy. I've been around 58 years. I have never heard him explain democracy completely yet. But like they said, they put it in a book and you ain't gonna go read it. Because democracy, what is democracy? Is it a democracy is defined by you accepting to be a citizen under a country that have no equity, that claim to be a sovereign, to steal privileges of Moors and claim to be white privilege that belong to the Moors. Okay, and then teach in their schools that the whites got more privileges than the blacks. You feel me? So what good is democracy?
Good point. Another great point. It's a great point. What is the point?
Do it benefit?
Right.
It
Only
benefits
those.
the rich. It benefits the corporation. It benefits the banks. It don't benefit you at all. Your ignorance is you just ignorance. Ignorance of law, no excuse, because you just vote to say you want to vote when you got some voting right to vote for what though?
Right. That's so
You vote
true.
to keep that you vote to keep them in control of your birthright contract. You vote them to do everything they're doing to you. Then you get out there and complain and want to pick it. You see him out there?
Yeah.
You was in office for 4 years. You gave I'm just saying you gave Ukraine what is it 800 million. You feel me? And to citizens of America got to pay for it without full disclosure. So you got them paying for 800 million plus, but you just giving, that boy's a good salesman, and you making everybody in America, whether you like it or not, vote for you against Russia and Ukraine when you ain't coming full disclosure. We got to go on what an 80-year-old man say, and he don't know his toes from the back of his head. So when whoever handles he got, it's time to shut that ship down. But that's what democracy is. Because to me, you could have gave everybody in America $1 million, and I guarantee we'd be in a whole different place right now.
Right.
Because they're paying everything on your back of your Social Security card. It's a bond. That's what securities are, bonds. So you allow yourself to be bonded for the United States to use your account to be the world power, but they don't come out and give you nothing. I think they did come out and give you $1,200, but they give these countries millions, but they ain't giving you nothing but charging you taxes every damn day, and you got to pay for citizenship. I would ask the question sometimes: why you just don't want to be a citizen no more? What you gonna do? You can't give her your Social Security card. You can't give her this. Why? It got you locked in. You ain't got nowhere else to go, do you? All these guys out here. That law militia did that shit too, back in the Archbishop days. So what else you got for me? They help you out?
Indeed, Emperor. Definitely beyond helping out. You went with that 13-day, which now you really cleared a lot of stuff for me. And that claim dash of dash life too. So
Yeah,
for
that
that.
was just yeah.
All right. I'm cool with that.
Like I said,
Anyone else?
it's on our vein. I can do what I want to do with it. Because what? I got the authority to do what? Open up something David couldn't. And what's that? Quantum court.
One court.
Whenever I choose. We got this imperial CMYE supreme small ass court. Constitution again. We got the small ass. They got the big ass. Big U. We got the small U, brother. You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
And you see how corrupt the big U is?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And now you wonder why they're trying to come in and get his office of the president seat some king powers, as they say.
Right. That Trump situation. Yeah.
Oh, hold up, dog. I can get credit where credit's due, okay? Now the boy up there in Philly, T-Bone, I call him, the fake boy, Shake, he called himself. Now
Right.
he's been telling them about, well, when I first got it, when I was going through the Great Seal, about the black laws. They say King Arthur codes. They call them Christian codes now. So
Right.
he's been talking about this 30 years. I give them that. I give them benefit. I give credit where credit due. You feel me? But ain't nobody heard them. Well, ain't nobody took the time to read. Why the Christians ain't took the time to read? Because it's painful. See, it's a painful truth. They don't want that. They think riding Jesus train is gonna be so easy. But when they go back and get that truth, that fact, that's what they got. They basically reinstated to that office of the president. Same thing happened when they got a general United States of America. That was King Arthur Code, where they came from. So you right back in that era where you say if you're a citizen and you don't kneel when they say kneel, you tell them what? You able to go into what kind of burning place, y'all? You know what that burning place is, right?
Yeah.
It's an infirmary, right?
That's where they go. That's where you agree to go to. You go read them black codes. See, they don't want to go read the facts.
Okay.
Right.
Every African American and every African American in America, well, I can say every African American want to be Afro American, black, or whatever. You should make that a point in your life before you leave here. You need to read them codes. You need to read that Black Christian code. And maybe help you out. Because you sounding real stupid out there on the market.
So let me
make sense to everybody.
Oh, it definitely makes
sense.
Come on, what you got?
Let me come back with magic. The expression or the term, the official act of state. Can you explain what does that actually mean when you say it's
Oh,
official?
because when I sent the act of state notification of different arrival with a notice of apostille, well,
Right.
the official act of state was establishing that a state exists and it's an act of state. There's no power existing that can stop a state from writing the act of state. That's why you're seeing all the news agency and everything that was following Bush and Obama came in, and he said that act of state is a cruise ship, not a speedboat, talking to me. They said, oh, we're in the act of state, we're in the act of state, that was all on news 24 hours. After that, you heard them like,
No.
huh?
No.
you don't hear them, do you?
So
Why?
because you're already here.
And they can't see class.
Because they wouldn't did their research and they found out what an act of state represented. And they said, well, who has a state? Who has a state that Obama is talking to when he said act of state? Because that's coming from a sovereign state, meaning you got statehood. He said act of state is what? A cruise ship, not a speedboat. Then he came and said what? It was an aircraft carrier. Then he said what? It was what was the other one, yo?
Ocean liner.
Ocean liner. See? He always come in three, don't he? See, you have three crowns. He came 3 times. Aircraft carrier, ocean liner, and what?
cruise ship.
Cruise ship, see? So you know right there that they've been knowing about you behind the scene at the president's office level, at the bar car level, behind the scene up to the head judges. Small judges don't need to know nothing about you. Unless you gonna slang paperwork in their face. Well, outside of that, they ain't got no need to know about you. You have established your own state, so you ain't gonna be talk to them on no level outside of what? Commerce. And if anything outside of that, deal with apostille, state to state, right? You got the Minister of Foreign Affairs office to deal with who? State Department or any Secretary of State within the what? The 50 states that operates the United States.
Right.
Get me now? Y'all straight?
Yeah, straight in, bro. Thank you. Are you?
Yes.
Also,
Straight up, thank you.
You You stay dropping jewels, even with some things that you've explained to us before and that we've studied and learned. Wow, you still give explanations on top of the knowledge that we've obtained. So, gratitude for that.
I didn't get no question on this. I didn't get no question on this minor right here with the State Department. And then you get down into the state of Georgia, you got major. So that should be a question because they ain't never, people who read our documents have never seen a minor or major unless they read the Pope's letter, which 99% haven't. Okay?
Okay,
So major meaning they have superior authority, right?
huh?
So that lets you know the states. Hold on a minute.
Hold on,
So
brother.
they make the states own the major. So they have major. The states came and created the federal government, United States, okay? Which is minor. You see? So the states make up the federal United States, even though it seems like in your day and time where the federal government is running everything.
Right.
But on the sovereign side of the picture, they look as minor because they have administrative and legal authority that was granted to them from the state who had lawful, legal, and administrative that they inherit from the England who got it from who? The emperor from Morocco.
Right. Bin al-Khatib.
Okay.
Yes, Emperor. Gratitude. That makes so much sense too.
All right. What were the other questions?
All right. Was there other question?
Assalamu alaikum, Shawul, Protector.
Come on.
State your application.
Yeah, just as you're speaking about the minor major.
Say it again now.
Greetings, gratitude, Protector. Just as you were speaking about the major, just as you were speaking about the major and the minor, I wanted to ask a question. What is the significance of the 18th of July 2007 in relation to the CMYE USA small u/USA being recognized to the world?
When that was your creation date, when we stamped it in. That's when the CMYE got legs. That's when the sovereign emperor created his own country with a state attached to it on 18 July 2007, which makes 18 July 2024, you're in your 17th year of existence with your, and you have developed, you have found development 20 years. So, and that's within that time one, but they go on 10 years. So your first 10 years, chief advocated seat, you was there to reestablish the Constitution and the state. And then the next 10 years, you have reestablished state with 3 states or 3 crowns. You had to come in and conquer the Yamasee contract, the Washita contract, and the Al Moroccan contract, which included the Asian black man. Because you had to go you had to go back home. So you got all the bloodlines dotted on your venue now. Feel me? You know what it's cropped up, right? Y'all ever seen that?
Yes, gratitude for that.
You good?
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. What else we got?
What was it?
Hold on there for you.
Yes, I'm good. That's it.
Hey, talk to us about.
Thank you.
Talk to us about that.
Yes, please.
Yeah, y'all was talking at the same time. Come on. Talk to you about what, Majid?
Oh, what you just showed, did y'all see that?
Yeah, I asked too. Explanation. Description.
Explanation what? Active state?
No, what you just showed us.
You showed the pendant or around your neck.
Oh, you talking about, that's Ethiopian. That's showing you the eye. That's the INRI.
Okay.
That's dealing with the INR. You like that shit?
Oh,
Okay.
I get with you on that. Actually, I have some more questions. Okay,
Mm.
first time, man, for first
Mm.
time. Gotcha.
It's like,
That let you know the INR getting ready to come out, right?
Oh, yes. That's okay. Hey, I never.
They put me on. I'm ready. I said, come on. That's part of the gift not being broke with the crown.
Okay.
I'm still mad at my brother because he was acting crazy and I let him put one around his neck and I ain't gonna go there right now.
We got
So
you.
so he asked me for stuff. I said, nah, you don't know how to get stuff back. You lose valuable pieces and don't know how to go get it back, all right? Whew, do that again. But he gave me 3 of these. So this is one of them. I got another on the chain, and my brother lost the other one, but that's cool. I'll get it back one day. What else we got?
All right. Does that conclude the questions in the chat or
Yeah,
you?
Hey, this banner hard, ain't it?
This banner. Wow. When we get to reading this banner, really, some of us may not get the significance of it, but when you read it, some of us know the significance of the banners, but it does. It
Test you
makes you,
straight with your jurisdiction.
yes.
So that's why I be telling these clubs out here, the organizations, all right, come with your jurisdiction. Come and talk to me if you're gonna talk. Outside of that, when you send them type comments or you versing emotional and you just show how envious or jealous you are because of what was already done. Your leader didn't come and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether they want to bring you on your leader's religious doctrine or whatever. They ain't came and did nothing. They ain't came and gave you nothing new.
Hmm.
You look at Nation of Islam, it's all based on what? Elijah Muhammad. That's his baby. You feel me? You see Mike Mess had his baby. He left when he left. While the dean tried to come in and take over Elijah, and he left, and then it fell over to he was more while the dean was taken to a more of a Orthodox, Islam, all of Sunni,
Yeah.
all of Sunni Muslim. There's a contract they done sold out to.
Mm-hmm.
Laham, Quran, all that crap.
Right.
And then they go out here and don't even pray and act like they Christian. Talk more about Jesus than talk about Muhammad. Anyway, I like it's real. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, dog, we in 2024.
Right.
Don't come with this crap talking about something. It's real. Whatever.
You didn't took us and created a country from it. First, you created a state, and then you created a country from a
Create a
state.
country. I had to create a country first because of the Demon Song rule. It was CMYE, Continental Moorish Yamsey Empire. That's a country.
Okay.
So that was what I created. I put the Imperial CMYE government, but I didn't move it because we had the Yamsey Native American government already with full faith and credit. So you had to sit because Chief was sitting in and he's still sitting in. So you knew he had he was taught, he had a certain time limit. So I just put it on the PLC government because if the Yamasee government fall, that made we still straight. Outside of that, they want to shut this whole thing down within 10 years. You feel me?
Right.
So only a true sovereign can come in and save that type of venue. So when I came in, that's what I did. That's why you read the Declaration Decree, Imperial City Declaration and space, Imperial City Government Decree. You see inside the declaration, how I did it, how I was able to come back and not just take the Washita, the Yamasee, also Almarock. Because only a true sovereign can come and do what I did. That's why they all behind the scene with me. But they've been asking questions. He the Christ figure, he the Mahdi figure, all that's been asked. And I'm just so me. You feel me? Like y'all can't even write my story. I came along writing my own damn story. You feel me? I didn't like the way you wrote the story. I read your book. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Then you grow up and you realize that that's a part of your family. You got the royal bloodline. You got the royal cross. That appeared to you out of nowhere. Then you got the royal crown on your head. You feel me? And you got all that. So then you find out that's your bloodline. So you sit back now and say, well, okay, then that's cool. So how are you gonna say you're a Christian and somebody else wrote a book for you, or you're a Muslim or Muslim, whichever name make you feel good, and somebody wrote a book for you that's talking about my royal bloodline. And then when the royal bloodline is here on the land, you can't hear nothing we say because you so screwed into these books about some imagined, envisioned, and what they call it, invisible characters who don't even exist. And you want to get out here and make them exist, but you ain't got no power. So it's only your prayers your prayers is heard on what? Deaf ears.
Deaf ears. I know deaf ears.
Anybody hearing that crap they praying or preaching? You feel me? That makes sense to you? So you come along like we are, they can't call us atheists. They can't call us this. They can't call. We already tell them slam a legal magic. You feel me?
Right.
Salam, malikum with magic. We ain't no Muslim, no. We more. We normal earth keepers. Got that Moorish bloodline in us, royal bloodline in us, Native American Native bloodline in us, She bloodline in us. You feel me? Moab, what is it? Moab bloodline. You got all of them. We just didn't understand what these so-called Moorish American clowns out here stopped at the Moab and then go all the way back because their so-called leader told them it's false. They need to go back. And they believe that crap. And they don't even read the book. They don't even pray. That's what I'm saying. It's just so fake out here. That's why I say this religion crap is mess. They ain't got no hope nowhere. You can't say claim they got a state, they ain't got no God in that. At least we came and put our stuff on record, right?
That's right. Made it a fact, not a feed.
Huh?
Made it a fact, not a feed.
It's right inside of your give me a second. It's right inside of your what they say inside of your imperial dash royal executive mission. It's an executive mission, my bad. Why is saying that? We neither what?
Here, no favor.
Huh?
I said we need a master synagogue, no political entity,
Into it.
Communist.
no this entity.
Muslim club.
Hold on a second. You got it though. Come on, Sir John. Say it again, they cut you off.
My bad. So we're not a master synagogue, no religious inclination, any thoughts you may have, not a cult. Updated it with something. But that was the gist. We're not any of the things. We're a sovereign state, point blank, period. We're not affiliated with any of those inclinations, thoughts you may have out there in the world with these organizations and de facto movements. I yield.
Or religious intuition. I like that one. I like how you put that in there.
Oh, it's good. Add the fear, you never put them flyers on the webpage.
Yes.
I ain't see over it now. Hold on.
I did not, Emperor.
You'll be all right. I know they had you busy. All right, it says what? It says revised Emperor's Directive -0004Z small a / ECMYE-IRK Part 3 Imperial Law 11 Section 2 A for the knowing by all non-nationals of the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, that state, small s, parentheses, A capital, ECMYE-IRKR existing as an absolute monarchy. I told you before, imperial constitutional monarchy, and executive monarchy. That the ECMYE-IRK is not a communist order, church, masjid, synagogue, or any other religious institution, club, democracy, organization, socialist, or religious, parentheses, Christianism, Egyptianism, Islamism, Judaism, or Mohammedanism, parentheses, cult, etc. Explanation point 3 times, parentheses, all emphasis added. Updated for the Imperial Executive Mission dated Friday, 12 July 2024. You see?
Hmm?
We good?
We good.
Good.
Help you out.
Put all them off. They can't
Right,
attach.
that's why I'm looking, you see me up here talking to him, like, I don't know why y'all keep come messing me about some crap, you feel me?
Right.
I'm not here. All my stuff is set in stone. We straight. And yo, check this out. You see this crown?
Yes.
2011, dog.
Right.
You see the energy? Fit everything. Do everything with it. I just can't wear it every day because then I'll be way gone before y'all. You see, then you come down here.
Yeah.
Okay. You come down here, what you got? You said, whereas, see, the DGER, capital J, / ROHEM, is office, and D, capital D, J, capital J, DGER / ECMYE-IRKR, all cap, henceforth is what? Is full and partial with the what? The General United States of America, Republic form of government. Now, this is DGER code. You see, you got to look at how these things, they write these things, okay? So it's Arc 4, Section 4. 5, see, U.S.C. See, on that side, they say another way that they use the codes now. Section 1501.
Yeah.
1. They got section 1501. 2. You got the number 1, see? You did
Okay.
year. Then you got
Yeah.
including Art 2, Section 3, which is the what? The office of the president or the general president. You feel me? Known as who? The United States of America. They're that major organ, see? And you got to walk the 48 star flag here and a cedar tree flag. It's what we call treaty flag. Now, on the other flag missing is what? The red flag.
Red flag.
Not the red and green flag, the red flag.
Yeah.
The red and green flag take over now because now that my flag go there now with my crown on it. But before, when this got done, it was a red flag. With the September 28, 1836 Treaty of September 16, 1836. That's when you bring in the green star with that, flag.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you say also in accordance with the Family of Nations. See?
Yeah.
So before there was a United Nation, you had a League of Nations, which lost their what? Their authority when the Ottoman Empire fell, but the Ottoman Empire was a sovereign empire, you see? So when the empire fell, you see, they took on just like the United States as an oligarch because the authority comes from the Ottoman Empire, not from the United Nations. They create a charter.
Right.
You feel me? So under that Ottoman Empire, you had a family of nations, which is what? You got a law nation number, law 208 1992's constitution, you see? And you got a family nation number, which is the oldest independent autonomous nation on earth, is 21593, pursuant to what? Art 1, Section 8, Clause 10. That's going to the de jure side of governance, not the de facto. So they kind of made a mirror, you feel me?
Right.
To make you see the mirror, not the facts. That makes sense to you?
That makes sense, Emperor. That was sense right there. And then now they call it United Nations.
Charter.
Charter, right. United Nations Charter.
That's why they don't get nothing done. They ain't got no authority to get nothing done.
Right.
Because everybody, if you create a court, like they got the International Court at the Hague, right? And you got the main country, Russia, America, they ain't attached to it. But they're attached to the UN to run the UN, but they ain't attached to the court. Why?
Right.
See, because that make everything can't work then.
Right.
So the whole charter is defunction. Why? Because everybody ain't agreeing to the same terms.
Hmm.
Because the United States want to come in and dictate what? Through securities and bonds and
Right.
stretch their military power around the world to say they're the world power and depend on their citizen to keep them in existence. Because you can't live off 34 trillion in debt. It's just automatically gonna be a war.
Right.
Everybody gonna lose confidence. You can't pay your bills. So if you can do it, they can make everybody else can do it. That's gonna make everybody what?
Anarchy.
So when the wake up call comes, well, you got Americans living on credit they can't afford. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when that credit crunch hit, who gonna get hit? One living the bond of means. Say where you go. You feel me?
Yes.
You ain't got to do them cut your internet on. It's all about chasing that what? That dollar, baby.
Yeah.
Gotta chase that dollar, baby. That
And
dollar
everyone.
make you do weird things, don't it?
Oh, duh. Everybody says that. You're right.
See, like you got the Congress of the United States is on our venue. Then you got what? United States Congress. You see?
Right.
You got the Imperial CMYE Supreme Small Ass Court on our venue. Then you got what? United States Supreme Court. See the cap?
Yeah.
It's all on their paperwork. You go to court. You see how they say? They don't say county of. They say whatever. Fulton County, DeKalb County, whatever county you in. You feel me?
Right.
But they don't say county of. See, that's the other side of the court. So they got to keep you on the corporation side because you gave them permission to assert your birth certificate and your social security card. So they become UCC 3-419. They become signers of your bond by accommodation. And they never call you in for an overview, do they?
No.
You never got no call for that. You sure, man? You never got a call for that? Social Security Administration come in and check in and update your account?
Oh, yeah. And definitely do
Really?
that.
When did you go?
I don't
I've been
go.
around 58 years. Them niggas didn't call me not one time. I'm trying to figure out when you went. When you say you went, so when you go?
You a fool.
I asked that question. I was moving forward to like they showed me. They do the updates. If I like I know I'm with you. No, they do it.
I need to know when you went because I've been waiting for 58 years. They ain't called me yet. I need to send them an affidavit for miseducation of the mind.
Right.
All right, see how here we got now? You see all that? You see? I don't know where the screen is. Oh, you got it on screen? Okay, you got it. All right, cool. So you can go read this online, y'all. We ain't scared. So tell your leaders or your what I call them, whatever you call them, tell them to come produce some documentation to show that they got some authority to rule. If not, don't stand in my way because you're gonna catch fire. Because I'm bringing mine. That's why I say in that day and time, a true sovereign will appear. That's where we at right now. You see, I ain't scared to talk about my 5 deities right here. See? Tell you, I got them all. See? Says what? The Imperial Royal House of Tunica, that's Thunderfire, and the Imperial Royal House of Samsonel, that's Sam Hooray, Via, his dash Sovereign dash Majesty, Emperor Sam who amended dash Ray. Okay, quote, Adelo Ye, end quote, has a very ancient history / aura dash story through the blood, bones, and heart well known to all. You feel me? From the Sovereign Imperial Royal Empire via the who? The Master dash Fire Deity, who I let out. Who that's my dog, right hand man. And the 579,999,999 immortal 5 deities of the universal order. 4H.E.M. Me, Sam who amended that straight quote, Adelo Ye, end quote, comma, the Yamasee American Native, parenthesis, Yamasee Mirrors, the Mirrors, parenthesis, Washita Mirrors, and the Moors of Al-Kasar, or the ancient empire de Morocco / the Maxim, parentheses, Moroccan Moors, and Nubian Moors dash Moors. See, I put it in there, right? In parentheses. On down to the present day, who we are, nominationals, who they keep trying to say we Moors and this and that. No, we just normal Earth keepers. You feel? We got all that in our history books, our story book. You feel? It says, for centuries as now and in modern times, we, the normal Earth keepers, have always worked to help improve the meaning and objectives of life on Mother, Earth, Tar, different names throughout the generations for all populations without distinction, nationality, culture, and / or faith. Parentheses also in the broad sense of the word. See what I'm saying? Etc. In comparison, the other two other republic states, the D, small d, capital J, D /ROEHEM, and the DJIR, capital J, capital D, capital J /ECMYE-IRKR, of course, the newest on the world stage in sovereign Republican governance and diplomacy, and diplomacy. A small partner, however, has a vast experience with all cap H.E.M. Sam, who amended -Ray, quote, a daily, end quote, Royal Seal. You see? So that's how you enter your mission. And you let the whole world know. Make sense to you, brother?
We
What kind of question you got? I see some hands coming up. No question?
Questions?
in
In chat?
questions in the YouTube land at the moment. Emperor, can you please explain or answer the question, what is a constructive agreement of intent?
Well, in a constructive agreement of intent is it's really intention. It's inside a document. You'll see the intention come in. But the intent is that when you send a constructive agreement of intent to a foreign state or republic state, but that sovereign who's sending it, upon it, that signature on the paperwork with the raised seal, and then with apostille behind it, well, that contract constructive agreement is in full force if the other side signs it, because you already gave the intention. The intention comes with your full faith and credit, meaning it's already paid for. So however you got a docket, like now with us, because we emerging, if we need to use their international banking till we get our situated where we're doing, well, that's all a part of that contract. You feel me? To use whatever. But from your side, under your equity and your full faith and credit, you already given that project off the ground. So that's why the notice of physical agreement, constructive agreement of intent or intention. Okay.
So it's you can say it's only agreement if the other party or country agree to that.
Yeah, I mean, because it's coming from you, in your signature with your authority and your apostille with everything you got going on. That contract is already full force.
Right.
It's just now they can come in once they sign it. Ain't no dictatorship here. It's that they come in and say, okay, then we want to change B, C, F, J, K, and however it's written up. You feel me?
Right.
And we need to change that to we like for it to read like this. You feel me? So then you'll come back to your counsel, whoever, you feel me, and sit down and update it, and then you'll bring it back to the table and everybody agree. And then the signature that the emperor sent on the intentions, that's already sealed the project. It's just about now moving the project so it can be agreed upon by all parties. You feel me?
Right.
So it's a little bit, I like it more than a security agreement. Now I noticed the United States is doing a security agreement with Iran and Ukraine and all that, because the way they're doing the security agreements is that, of course, they dictators. So Ukraine ain't got no right, or ain't got the rights they want, but they have a whole lot of more rights. They had a constructive agreement. They coming in with security agreement now. They talking, they give them 10-year security agreement, security pact from NATO, all that crap. Come on, man. If they so-called sovereign states, they should be writing treaties. You won't have to worry about it no more. But they saying They write security agreements, and inside the security agreement, if any of the agencies who sign it, right, if they have a new head of state who's taking the office, and that head of state come in, they can change it or get rid of it. What kind of contract is that? You feel me? Because you got elections in America every 4 years. So if this so-called Biden guy just signed a 10-year, United States said a 10-year with Ukraine. Okay, sound good. But if that Trumpian boy, which I don't think there'll be no president nowhere, to tell you the truth, but that's me. With the way they running it, whoever, even the Democrats, they come in and take it. Well, they can come in, close that sucker out, and start a whole new one, or close it out for good. You feel me? Without any consent from the Congress or the Senate.
That's like the Iran deal.
Exactly.
Okay.
See, so when Trump came in saying de facto Trump carried to the Supreme Court about that office need that type of authority, because you already see how they write in contracts. Why that office need that type of authority? Because you write security agreements. You feel me? That makes sense to you?
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
I got a question. This might sound off, but being that the State Department has the highest seal, do they have any approval of that security agreement? Can they veto it or anything like that? Do they have any?
Because the office of the president actually hires that contract, so it's still where they he's the highest seal far as contract with other Secretary of States around the United States.
Contract.
So he represents the highest seal of the United States. However, they did it because it don't really make sense to me for the president. Office of the president had the highest seal. His Secretary of State got a highest seal, but everything he signed is a fact and an order. So it's really confusing the way they got it. That's what democracy is a banana republic. You feel me?
Do you think that has anything to do with the fact that that seal is from the de jure and they had to make sure it was separated?
What seal you talking about?
The seal, the Great Seal, the seal that they used, that came out of the de jure.
Well, you can say it similar to that, but it's a more seal. Let's get that straight.
Okay. So I'm just saying that to say that because the authority of the president, he has certain functions, but then if you say that the highest seal in the land is the State Department, then the State Department, it was seen, right, because of that seal, that they got way more authority than that particular seat. And I'm just thinking, well, maybe that just goes back to George Washington, all caps, when they brought in the corporation.
Well, you remember they didn't have a Secretary of State back then. They had a Minister of Foreign Affairs. Secretary of State came in when they created that democracy. Other than that, they had a Minister of Foreign Affairs. So they were international with the treaty. So treaty law, supreme law of the land. So the Secretary of State represents treaty law. Now, accordingly, the president's supposed to come in and through the Senate and sign treaties. But like I said, 58 years, they ain't seen him do nothing. Then it goes back when the Vatican or the Pope wrote the civil orders to Obama. It just made sense when about the office had no authority because they ain't signed no treaties in all them years since Abraham Lincoln. So it just made sense what the Pope was saying.
Right.
That authority, that seat, they had no more authority than Burger King, President of Burger King. Remember?
Yeah.
Makes sense now, don't it?
It makes sense. It definitely makes sense. The only authority the seat really had was over the military.
Exactly. But now the citizens come in and get the Social Security Administration authority over their bond. Okay, so you see on the president office, you got the commerce, you got certain secretaries that work or oversee the Social Security Administration, which operates the bond. So you see how that whole system tie in?
Yeah. Yeah, it's becoming more clear. I'm growing into it.
So, Emperor, just for clarification, you said the constructive agreement is it more powerful than the security agreement?
I mean, you don't see me talking about security agreement. You see me talking more constructive agreements, right?
Yeah.
You feel me?
I can see that because constructive agreements will be between states and countries.
It's just almost a treaty.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I was going to mention that. Yeah. Okay.
A security agreement is more along the lines of people using trust and things of that nature, it seems.
Right.
Well, it's when you look at security agreement, we got upon default and all that. It's representing a what debtor, which is what a corporation. So when you hear United States sign security agreements with Ukraine, well, security agreement represents a debtor. You got a secure party. Okay, you come in the secure party, which is the United States. Okay, comes in and evidently make Ukraine a debtor and saying that's their debtor. So against all claims, default, and all that kind of stuff goes to the security agreement.
Right.
Constructive agreement is just you sit down because to make a constructive agreement for both parties to sit down and agree to and move forward. And every 2 years, 3 years, or 6 months, or a year, you come together, have meetings with that party to make sure the contract is being ran smooth and accordingly, right?
Right.
And then you can sign constructive agreements of intention for, however long you want. I wouldn't advise going over 30, 40 years because, people die and things change. You feel me?
Right.
Make sense to you?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I got one more question just because we
Come
were
on.
talking about Ukraine. Do you think they're going so hard with Ukraine because in order for their 25 agenda to take place, Russia, China, they got to fall?
Oh no, all that's just no.
That's just part of the agenda.
Brits is coming along to really be dollar already done it. We created this back in 09, 010, 11 when we stepped on the scene and everybody seen that the United States had created a foreign state where they gave a state more power than them. So now you're looking at Ukraine. That land is Washita deduct the Maya land. That's old ancient land of Washita. Our land go all the way over, all the way past. That's why Russia. That's why I got to deal with Russia because you just put on record that you only got 1,000-year history. Well, we can go beyond that and show you where that land was Amuru. The whole tract, including China, that part China got, all that was Amuru, which goes back to the Asiatic black man. That's why we had to go pick that seed up. We go back to the Washita. You feel me?
Right.
All that land that's your land. But look at that mass of land that you own control. Now you got these countries speaking foreign tongues. But, since you've been on the scene, you see Russia came in and assisted you in certain levels. And the latest one that they came in and assisted you on is that the Vladimir Putin is telling the whole world that change has to happen and has made it law in Russia that you must worship the Black Jesus now. You ain't hear me.
Talk about it.
You ain't hear me. That's a state law. Even though you have images looking like us, he said, but the original was who you are. See, so you on the scene claiming your seat. Now you got somebody sitting on your land claiming, yeah, we got pictures of your ancestors. Original ancestors. Trying to get me now?
Yeah.
Now you see America going buka because what? They got some cracker hanging up on a cross, claiming to be some savior with gold fucking hair and blue eyes. Don't make no damn sense to me because sun kills that type of energy.
Oh, they don't.
Melanin, you got melanin in your body, so to have an image of a god that get killed by the damn sun. I mean, look how many. Feel me? You got to put freaking suntan lotion to go in the sun.
Yeah, goodness.
The sun ain't your friend then.
Your God is allergic to the sun. That's crazy.
It's your friend. So how can you be some supreme God and you can't even get along with Ray, who gives you life every day? Without Ray, you won't have no damn life. So this Ray kills you, but you are supreme over the land. But the Ray who feeds you, grow you, kills you. Because I ain't never put no damn suntan lotion on to go stand in the sun. You feel me?
RS 55.
So they want to play the race card. Okay, we can play it too. We have our own venue though. We ain't got to step in your venue. That makes sense to you? Y'all having fun now? Y'all glad we threw this call on?
It made sense with that though.
Celebrate. All right, come on, y'all. Let's celebrate these 17 years. What y'all got for?
Yeah.
What you got, me, Jetty? What y'all feel about buying stepping down? Y'all cool?
Yeah. They talked about that last week. He was supposed to step down Saturday. And it was interesting when you said this morning about him stepping down on the full moon. I thought that
Straight up full moon, dog. Straight up full moon. Y'all realize how deep this full moon is with double Capricorn. You had a Capricorn last month. We threw a show. And then we weren't gonna throw in this month because we got work we're working on behind the scene and it nobody's business. So we ain't had time to deal with these folk. So we just came together one Friday. I think I got a meeting of all people right, the sovereign. I got recommend, hey, Emperor, can we get 7 days? Like, well, it just happened. So we because the sun gave us what? X flare on the celebration. That's 7, 8. That's my boys. You feel me? And they still shaking from it. It's coming in now. The microwave radiation coming in from the 18th, from that sun black, that X flare. See, so that's celebration. The sun celebrating you. So that sun coming out, sun ain't touching us at all, giving us energy.
Emperor, they just posted
on your celebration, 17th year celebration. Get out of here. 7-1 is 8 last time I checked. Y'all see these right here? See? Look. What they say? 8, right? See the interlock? See? It's on all 4 corners. See? That's it. Interlock 8. See it? That's extra energy.
How about that?
Yeah.
Emperor, they just posted a short minute ago that Kamala's going to replace him.
All right, that's all talk for now, man. I'm not even thinking about it for another month. He out the way. He just did it. He did everybody a favor. I mean, if I got to deal with it, look at it. At least, you show me people that can't even remember what they're saying. So they can't remember what they're saying. They have no emotion to the contract. So if you ain't got no emotion to the contract, you want to worry about your next breath. You're not worried about the salvation of the world. You worry about your next breath or your next step. So you need to go home and focus on you. And you run the whole country, so you got to look at that energy.
Yeah.
Really?
Point blank. Yeah.
So if you want to be a Democrat, which is a Democrat, gonna put your ass in slavery, but anyway, it was because it was a Republican government. See, you weren't never supposed to have a Democratic Party. You only got that crap when you separate government. You got a Republican Party and a Democratic Party running a democracy, claiming to have some sovereign authority from a constitution that they can't prove. Because they got citizens. And the citizens pay taxes to the government, which pays for the Constitution. The Constitution supposed to pay for you. So what's the benefit of having a Constitution if it's not going to benefit you? Why have a constitutional rights when it ain't benefit nobody but the elite and the bankers and the corporation because of the corporation contract, corporation constitution. That's why you ain't got no damn human right. Because they came in and don't give you civil rights, civilly. That next time you go hit your chair you sitting in or your bed or That's civil contract, right? Then they came around and hired some Uncle Tom boys, you know, signed contracts without understanding. They marched in Montgomery, Alabama, and they said them niggas said they walked all the way to DC, wore 10 pair of shoes. I said, how ignorant can you be to get mad at me? I'm like, you gotta be the stupid nigga in the world, what, 10 miles? When they gave you human rights with the elimination of colonialism in 1961, 61, y'all remember? Then they came along and gave you civil rights in 63, which they already gave you human rights. But you had your Uncle Toms, or sellouts you call, come along, whether they Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, all of them, who signed these private contracts because they want to live like plantation niggas and put everybody else on the civil rights. Y'all been living in civil rights over 50 years and ain't got shit. You got folk running up the UN claiming they got some damn human rights. But y'all been stuck on them civil rights that y'all voted for, y'all marched for. Ain't need complaining now, right? Well, 10 damn pair of shoes. You gotta be stupid, motherfucker. My bad. Excuse me. You get mad at me and I bet Martin Luther King, man, what you talking about Martin Luther King like that? I said, man, he sold you out, dog. What part of y'all don't get? He sold everybody out. Civil rights, that's for corporations. The whole world gave you human rights in the elimination of colonialism in 1961. But the control, or the economic control hitman over here in America had them boys all fronting so they can eat right on plantation. All the other niggas, you know, back then shop at Kmart. You feel me? They were shopping at Target. Had all the other niggas going to Kmart because they want to be, you know, riding Miss Daisy and bullshit. You feel me? Or driving Miss Daisy. You feel me? That bullshit. But that's how they got you thinking. They got to make you submit to them to have some kind of authority. It's amazing me. Can't see you because I got my soul, and now my soul got a reality and got its own venue to go in where you go. We ain't discriminating. We ain't racist. We ain't none of that. We got doors open to assist Caucasian people who seek this type of venue, but you just can't come in and sit in certain offices because you can't steal this. But we ain't got no problem dealing with you because you're part of our bloodline. And you can have some high officers, generals. I got a general now, 5-star general, General Brown. Is a Caucasian man at the guard. It's funny how Biden come in and got nominated General Brown as a black man for the whole Pentagon, right? And we got a General Brown on the Grand Army Republic. You feel me? But nobody know what him know, right? So I charge him with overseeing until we get to where we gotta go. But that's his job, right? That's why the Pope gave him the job. Until that state arrived. That's what you got to do. Y'all got to wake up. Now that you arrive, okay, then things got to change. And now that you got everything, you coming in like now, you see right here, there's general, you say I change it up. Come in and change it up. Because you done stepped at certain levels and they didn't answer, so now you come in and collect the DeGear from the United States. Now that's what this represents. That's why you see the update. Which one is that? About number 7, I believe, for the mission? It started in December, now you're at number 7. Why? Because you done sent out certain things, the session and appointment, and they can't deal with you. Well, you have more authority than them. Okay? So now that activates what? You done got all your approvals. Now you inherit all the general United States of America, public form of government, all that you've been saying the whole while. Now you're able to run with it the way you run with it. Y'all like that, don't you? You're learning though, right?
Yes.
You're getting there, right?
Let's protect us. Yeah.
All right.
What have we got?
We're going to read this Imperial Royal Office for His Imperial Majesty by.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
Okay. Excuse the background. All right. Imperial Royal Office for His Imperial Majesty presents _ His Imperial and Imperial Majesty, space, Emperor, space, Samhu Amini Ray, quote, Delo Yi, end quote, semicolon, Khufu Renew Zadat, Samson L, Samson -L, Protector, semicolon. 8th Marquis de Maison Rouge, full colon space, Thunder-Fire / King Louis XX, semicolon. Sovereign Crown all cap Prince, full colon space, Darius Zadok, quote, divine royal blood, end quote, in Yamashik language. Hereafter underscore all cap H.E.M. full colon Emperor colon space Samhu Amini Ray, quote, De Loyi, end quote. Smiley face. Ipso jure, ipso facto, interregnum, de jure allodium, jus soli, jus and use dash hereditatis, jus and use dash gradi, jus and use dash honorum, jus and use dash impera, jus and use dash majestatis, in solo proprio for the underscore country of United States dash states, small s, / Imperial Moorish Al Moroccan, parentheses of Maxim, Empire, semicolon, via His Imperial Majesty's Royal Post, semicolon, pursuant to underscore the Continental Moorish Yamasee Empire dash Imperial Royal Kingdom. Henceforth underscore the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States dash states, small s, in parentheses, all cap ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon, space, head of state and missions for the Imperial Royal Office for His dash Imperial dash Majesty, in parentheses, all cap IROHEM underscore. Exercising plenary civil power upon the land, USA, small u, via the General United States of America / Republican form of state, correction, form of government, known underscore as the United States of America, in parentheses, major, including underscore dash small s supreme authority, imperial and imperial dash land rights, imperial equity and heritage rights, imperial and imperial dash territorial sovereignty, imperial treaty rights, imperial and imperial dash constitutional rights, dominion, autonomy rights, allodium estate rights, imperial white privileges, venue, amity, commerce, navigation, imperial small t / capital T treaty rights, full faith and sovereign gold dash credit, Westphalian sovereignty, foreign sovereign immunities, jurisdictional immunities of the state, diplomatic immunities, and all cap constructive agreements / intentions in matters for the colon space Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States dash states, small s, internal, local, and international affairs for the underscore Imperial and underscore Imperial Royal Crown executive powers via underscore the Imperial Royal Office for His dash Imperial dash Majesty underscore. Effective date 12 June 2024, in parentheses, notice of accession for the IROHEM and ECMYE-IRKR / IMYRS, all cap. File numbers, colon space, all cap NOARAD / 2024-00000001, semicolon, all cap NOAVCLT - 00000002, semicolon, space, NOACRTAP, all cap, dash 00000003, semicolon, NOAC, all cap, dash 00000004. 2, Imperial and Imperial dash executive missions. Dated underscore 12 July 2024, effective date 3 December 2023. 2, notification of appointment. In parentheses, amendment. Effective date 31 August 2023. Quote, retroactive to Imperial and Imperial dash Royal Diplomatic Decree. Effective date 8 January 2023 to effective date 21 June 2022. In parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world. 2, effective date 18 March 2022, in parentheses, Imperial dash motu proprio / official Royal Decree dash public notice to the world. End quote. Pursuant to underscore the be it decreed dash equity contracts underscore full colon space Emperor's Directive dash 0004 capital Z lowercase a / all cap ECIRK colon space via Empress Directive -0004, capital Z, effective dates for April 2014 per 3 April 2013, / ICC-MYE, all cap, colon space, to Emperor's Directive -0003, capital Z, / notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille, and official act of state. Effective date 9 April 2009, full colon space, to Emperor's Directive -0001, capital Z, / CMYE, all cap. Effective date 18 July 2007. Smiley face, full colon. To effective date 4 March 2004, /CL, all cap, colon space, to effective date 11 February 2004, United States of America, Department of State, colon space, to effective date 20 June 2003, the state of Georgia, USA, all cap, colon space, to effective date 13 June 2003, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRK nationality, colon space, to effective date 9 May 2003, in parentheses, Washington nationality, colon space, to effective date 28 January 1837, / Treaty of September 16, 1836, in harmony with, _ quote, the Constitution for, _ the United small u, States of America, USA small u, effective date 17 September 1787, per Trusteeship Office of the Moorish Grand Vizier Chair for the Ancient Empire Al Morocco, effective dates for March 1789, USA all cap, and _ 18 July 1787, USA small u, pursuant to _ treaty / Ancient Empire of Maxim, in parentheses, Al Morocco, effective date 23 June 1786, colon space, to Treaties of Utrecht, effective year 1713, colon space, to effective year 789, / Moor - Mir, colon, end quote. To _ the beginning of recorded history / our story as recorded in stones at Washington, just off the Yucatan Peninsula, via sovereign imperial royal empire, and _ into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum. Drake, yeesh, colon space, smiley face, royal bio for his - imperial and imperial - majesty, colon space, emperor, colon space, Samhu Amini - Ray, quote, Delo Yi, end quote. Updated 12 July 2024 at 11:38.
Pretty hot, man.
That is pretty hot, and he covers
Everything.
everything. Could you go to our page, our land page, real quick? I want to show something. Abnifer. One page above. Oh, not that page. I mean on the PowerPoint. It covers our land page. My bad.
Oh, we're going back to the PowerPoint now, right?
Yeah, that land page. Yeah. That's what we cover right there. Our land. North America, Europe, Asia.
Well, the country of the United States, that states could side of North and South America.
Right.
Yeah. But you got all these contracts they signed behind the scenes with diplomats, England and American diplomats, to get them draw lines in the sand on your land. But you can't really knock them because they had authority. They had authority given to them from your ancestors. You feel me?
Right.
So now they lost the authority with the Reconstruction. You feel me?
Right.
Lost that authority. They being running through the military. That's why Eisenhower said what? Be careful or watch the what? Military complex.
Industrial complex.
Military industrial complex. Created CIA, everything, you feel me? So you was already won. You just didn't, like I say, you went to food school, or they call it education. You feel me?
Right.
They ain't teaching that. Taught you how to write A, B, C, D, a couple of math questions. They ain't teaching no common sense about nothing. Tennessee?
Oh yeah, definitely makes sense. I wanted to point that out. All right.
You got a hand raising queue.
Do you have any questions? Okay, I was just about to ask, do we have any questions on that section?
Assalamu alaikum, my show protector. Can I ask what the stars over the land regions represent, please?
Certain points of region of contract. Come on, Mikhail, you on? Can you answer that? Your milestone?
I don't know, Shia. Come on, maybe.
Wow, that is a good question.
No, I don't think she's on. Protector.
Fell off.
That's yeah.
All right, is that your only question right now?
Presently, yes.
All right. We would definitely get back with you on that. And those are the points of references in the different countries, correct? Is your question?
No, what do the stars actually represent over the landmass? I just was just trying to recall whether it represented longitude and latitude readings for the maps and what they actually represent. That's the entirety of the question.
Got it. Going to, we will definitely get that question answered for you. And that's your only question right now. If you can lower your hand. Do we have another question?
Thank you, gratitude.
No other question in the chat, host.
All right. I always thought it represented the contract of the countries we are associated with, I thought. But that is a good question. That was a question I also had. Not on this particular day, but previously. All right. Next slide, please. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Our culture. Namashi compass serves as a revitalized ancient sacred circle, namatized to bring awareness to subtle vibrations of air, earth, water, fire, and ether. Everything is vibrating energy. Like an ocean of frequency, our thoughts, emotions, and actions are ripples in this ocean. Your attention is your currency. Put value on what you give your attention to. The first new moon after the spring equinox, the earth spirals around the sun for 364 days, revisiting 13 constellations. In sync with all tides of the earth, the moon shines and hides in a series of 8 phases for 13 consecutive months. Each month, in parentheses, month, carries a sheet, parentheses, vibration/frequency. The Namashi compass is a gauge of these frequencies and provides the best times to ritualize practices to honor space, energy, self, earth, and ether. Nama/Nibirians-Al-Moroccans-Mu-Urish Yamasee American Natives Amuru Washita Mers de Dugdamani. Our culture. So be sure to scan the code below to order Namashi calendar. Are there any questions pertaining to this calendar? Not, we will move forward.
Yeah, no questions in the chat at the moment.
Just a comment that we in our Moonflower month.
All right. This is the Moonflower month and Moonflower. All right. Next slide, please. And that brings us to this Moonflower, the Namashi compass. Moonflower. This water constellation reminds you that the unity between the circulation of water in nature corresponds to the circular of water in the body. Discover the profound interplay between the constellation Cancer, jellyfish, and the moonflower plant, each emblematic of resilience and transformation. This celestial mun symbolizes intuition and protection. Like jellyfish, it embodies adaptability amidst life's current. The moonflower, blooming in darkness, mirrors the lunar phases and invites contemplation. Together, they echo the cyclical nature of life, reminding us of the beauty in surrender and growth. Embrace their symbiosis, finding solace in the cosmic dance that binds us to the universe's ever-evolving rhythm. The moonflower offers not only aesthetic appeal, but also potential medicinal uses, support for culinary and therapeutic benefits, making it, let's go down a little bit, this kind of blocks in the way a little bit too. Abnefer, if you can pull the screen up a little.
It says, making it a valuable addition to gardens and landscapes.
Gratitude. All right. Okay. And let's go to the silver. Silver's versatility makes it easy to use in various forms and applications. For instance, in electronics, small quantities of silver are used as contacts in electrical switches. In medicine, silver is used in dressings and catheters. In holistic healing, colloidal silver is a key remedy in cellular balance. In wealth and investment, silver can be owned physically or through exchange trade funds, in parentheses, ETFs, all cap. In jewelry, silver is crafted into various forms like necklaces, rings, bracelets, and earrings. In food and hygiene, nano silver coatings are applied to food packages and refrigerators. That was something that was a bit of a revelation. And however, it's important to note that while silver has many benefits, its use, especially in medicine and dietary supplements, should be based on scientific evidence and under proper guidance due to potential side effects. Are there any questions, comments, concerns in this regard to the moonflower and the silver? Good information. I know there's some who didn't know about this. I didn't, of course. But it kind of helps. No questions?
No questions.
I'm pardon, my bad. Do these moonflowers blossom at night?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Salam alaikum with magic, Abnefer. So I have these in the back of my place, and when the sun is going down and they're ready to bloom, they open up and they let out this beautiful scent that is just, relaxing and inviting. So, and you can see them as they're opening up, into a full bloom. And then you're able, once they fully bloomed and they start to go down, you're able to pull that out from where the stem is, and another one will grow out of it.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow. They remind me of a honeysuckle almost.
Yes, it has that sweet smell like that. I yield.
Thank you. I yield.
Yeah, I kind of found it interesting that it comes out at night because most people think of, well, flowers bloom and open up with their powerful sunlight. But at night, you got the moonflower opens up with the powerful moonlight. Science.
True, and it brings me into a reference of not even a thought beforehand, but now, damn, I wonder how many flowers do bloom at night. You know what I'm saying? It's like, didn't even think about that before.
Right.
Right. All right. Any
Yeah.
further comments? Question? Oh, I didn't mean to cut your wisdom. Go ahead, Abner first.
Yeah, I was going to say to Nanya Sajar that the moonlight, you know, in when it's dark, you get the moisture and everything else. And most of the plants in the environment, they grow and they build their energy through the evening time because it's peaceful and quiet in nature. So, and when you come out in the morning, they have moisture and everything else. You walk out on the grass with your bare feet, you feel all that energy and that moisture, and it grounds you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, nah, yeah. That morning dew.
Yes,
Right.
I yield.
I yield as well.
All right. Next slide, please. Well, slide after that. All right. All right. Here we have the hemp. All right. So now we have reached the point of our imperial and imperial timeline. We're going to start from the bottom and build up. Let me get my screen right for this so it can show at the bottom correctly. I'm not showing at the bottom correctly here.
Would you like for me to read that for you? The bottom one?
I just put it up. I got it now. Thank you. Gratitude. All right. So we have 99,999 plus Olmec civilization lived in Utlat / Atlan. That's where we start here. Moving up, 30,000. Indigenous, the year of 30,000. Indigenous lived in what is now called Georgia, Florida, and Carolinas, the Carolinas. $9,999 years, pyramid recordings. 5th century, 459, we'll call it. Hexian - Mongolians, brackets, Chinese, sailed to Utlat. Coming up to the 7th century, 610, Mohammedans, religion founded by Mustafa Muhammad al-Amin, in parentheses, 570-632. 670-711, full code. Berbers invade Morocco. Interesting. Yeah, we'll get to that. All right. Moving up to the 11th century. Treaty of 1213. And to the 13th century, Arabs invade Mauritania. 1493, order of the Pope. All right. So, are there any questions? I'm going to allow some questions to see if anyone has any questions. So we got 99,999 plus. All right, we got the Olmec civilization lived in Utlat / Atlan. And then we have 30,000 years ago, indigenous lived in what is now called Georgia, Florida, and Carolinas. So imagine that, 30,000 years ago.
Pardon me, Jay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you got the Imperial Minister, and there was a question for her. So if you want to go ahead and go back to the question at hand.
All right, gratitude. Yeah, that she's gratitude. So we're gonna go back to that question. Their question was that
You
was
got a couple questions for her.
all right. Where's that Kojo? So Nasaru Kojo Nevmare, could you present
Okay.
your Imperial Minister?
Yeah, the question was, what do the stars represent over the land region, and the positioning of the stars? Do they identify with a particular? Do they identify with anything? The actual positioning of where the stars are.
Assalamu alaikum, Mashawu.
Assalamu
Yes,
alaikum, Asha.
yes, indeed, they
Imperial
do.
Minister.
And
Okay.
you can refer to the Imperial CMYE Declaration. It outlines the land that,
Uh-huh.
when you think about, do you recall reading where we go into the longitude and the latitude of
Vaguely,
the states?
yes. Yes.
Well, it's in many of our documents. And so that represents, if you put the stars together, if you put the lines together, that is our land.
Okay.
So that's what is represent. And that is the culture that we are emerging in on our land.
Okay. So, okay.
So when you read the documents, when you see the longitude and latitude, those are the points within them. Does that make sense?
Understand. Yes.
Do you
Thank you.
understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for that explanation. Gratitude.
Most welcome.
Assalamu alaikum, Masha.
All right,
you?
yes, I'm dealing with the number sheet.
Thank you, Protector.
You are. Yes, I'm dealing with the number sheet counted a while ago. Them updated ones. Having the
Yes,
fear.
indeed.
Yeah, them the updated ones. These are old ones here. But the updated ones, I had, that's as we keep expanding the crown. You feel me?
So we definitely have to update that note, administrators.
All right, so go back to your calendar that you was
The
speaking of.
compass.
Oh, the compass, my bad.
Namashi compass. Everybody got their Namashi compass. If you have not, you can scan that code right at the bottom. Got to get your Namashi compass. And today is the full moon entering into the MoonFlower. Well, we've been in the MoonFlower since the beginning, July 5th, when the new moon starts. That's when the month actually begins, what we call moon. Okay, so what was the question?
Okay.
What was the question a while ago, Majeti? And you got Creed right here.
Right. Prelude, you have the floor.
I was looking at the calendar, the dates for the Imperial Minister. You got June 21st to July 21st, correct?
Roughly.
Okay, then the next month, like you said, we're going to the sunflower. That starts on the 23rd. We're missing a date.
Well, no, the dates are based off the astrological signs. Like when does the moon come into that astrological sign? So it's based off of that.
Okay.
Roughly, because this is a 13 month. So because, excuse me, because they did their best to switch things around to make us forget how to honor our she, those dates we're doing our best to get away from. because it's not in sync with anything. It's a man-made creation. It's like time doesn't exist, but that's a whole nother call, right?
That's right. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, gratitude.
So let me just say this. For everyone's Earth Day, what you would do is look to see when that constellation, when you were roughly born on, and when that full moon is in relation, or the new moon is in relation to your Earth Day. And then you can pinpoint your zero reference during each time. Because each day, each month, right, you get the same energy from when you were born. So to be able to know exactly what that is based off the moon. Does that make sense? So you look right now, the moon is in Capricorn, right? And it's in Capricorn for 2 days. In 2 more days, it'll be in Aquarius. 2 days after that, it'll be in Pisces, and it continues on. So when the moon is in your sign, you have the greatest opportunity for creation. Does that make sense?
You kind of confused me there a little bit. I'm September 30th, so I'm looking at the rose.
So don't look at September, don't look at the date. Look at when the new moon or the full moon, like which is closest to your Earth Day, the new moon in the rose or the full moon in the rose. So you have to go look and see when that is.
Okay.
And then gauge and count from there. So each section is 28 days. 28 days times 13 is 364, right? They just added a day. And so it's based off of that. So the moon travels into, right after the spring equinox, the moon travels into 13 constellations. And so this is the travel of that. This is the cycle for this year. Part, a simple version. Does that make sense? But we'll have more workshops on it to provide more clarity so you can use it effectively.
Gratitude, Imperial Master.
Most welcome. Were there any other questions?
No other questions in the chat at the present, Imperial Minister.
Okay, I yield.
Gratitude.
I did want to comment on when you were speaking of the timeline when it went to 999. I think I saw something as far as why is it positioned as such. When you think about a tree and the roots, where are they at?
At the bottom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And right, you also know the roots, the tree you see above, the roots is just like the tree above. Feel me?
Yeah.
Right.
As above, so below.
And then they tie into each other roots, which connect all the way across. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. No separation. That's the magic of, the jellyfish. This is a magical month, and the jellyfish brings that energy. Y'all see that magic? It came in, the moon emerged with the dawn. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum, Magic. It's Nasur. I'm on right. I just wanted to say, as you were speaking about the roots of the trees, I was having to think the other day. I was having a thought, and I was thinking, where do the roots actually run to? you know, and it led me to go past the ground into the sea. So I'm, you know, saying to myself, maybe even the biological makeup of the planet of Tar roots actually run right to the depth of the seas. But
everything's connected.
yes, like a symbiotic relationship, if I'm using the right terminology.
Yes, that's correct, Earthkeeper.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Keepers. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to express that, you know, as a mindset towards our relationship with nature, you know.
As we get deeper into when you take the Shifu Tamu set workshops, when you go through that, it touches on that reality.
Okay. Gratitude. Thank you for that. I yield the floor.
I yield as well.
All right. Are there any more?
Okay,
comments?
y'all straight now on the Imperial Minister?
Yeah, yes, Protector. I am for
All
the question
make
answer.
sure we got
Thank
everything
you.
straight, okay?
Yeah, we straight. We straight,
All right,
Protector.
cool. So come on down, let's get on out of here.
All right, enjoy the full moon, Nama, and Earth people.
Eesh.
Smiley face.
Smiley face.
Next slide, please. Having first. Oh, okay. All right. Now we have the imperial and imperial timeline, anal timelines. Okay. We have first over here, 1513, 16th century. We're moving forward to the 16th century. We just came out of the 15th century, moving to the 16th century. We have 1513, the Yamasee Native American government retroacted contract prior to invasion of the Spaniards in Florida, which led to the Spanish Act of 1543. All right. In the 18th century, we have the.
That let you know what? How long Spain been collecting money, right?
Okay, right. 1513, right?
So when the United States came in with that creation, they had to pay the debt, right?
Okay.
And what the contract said, any debt owed before this debt, right? With this Constitution, it's still owed, right? With Spanish and France been collecting royalties ever since then. You didn't know that, they
Know it now.
still
Wow, it's a
collecting
lot.
royalties. Remember,
It's a long time.
Britain only got a contract over the person, the people. They ain't got no contract with the land. They collecting taxes off the citizens, not the land. You got Spain and French and them still collecting royalties from the Washington authority. You feel me?
Right.
That's why they say they are the protectorates. Now you to protect poor. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's why, you make sure you see it on that term too, okay?
Absolutely, Emperor. Gratitude for that. Oh, yeah. A good one. Written in France. All right.
Something just came up in my head. Emperor. Go play, man. Listen. Play.
That's cool.
France and Spain.
Now you know how to get one on the full moon. Come on, we be rolling. Come on, what you got?
Come on.
Hey, what you got?
Was France? That's the first I'm hearing about the Washington Authority, or remembering it come up. And you're saying that France and Spain was still collecting from this authority? Is that
Oh
one of
yeah,
the that
until
the
you
elders?
can't until we as we shaking it back over. That's why that's why that's why they tripping on the background. That's why they bugging behind the scenes because of you able to come in and wake up dead contracts. So when they looking at you as a Christ figure, they saying, well, damn, you got to literally look at when they say, well, Christ gonna come and raise the dead. Well,
Yeah.
that's what
For
you
the
just
bill.
came and did and raised the dead. See, so you gotta look at them, got they write them words, like having the
Right.
biff, the raising of the dead to
Yeah.
life. People thought it was like a real life and death. It wasn't nothing but the law is raising you from death into the light. Remember?
Yes.
Yes.
So we,
Yeah.
then you talk with Rick and Morty set in,
Mm,
it sets in, you dead. You feel me?
mm, mm,
Yes.
So you go through the treaties of Uptrick when they finally got control, but that's 1713.
mm.
Okay, so they finally got control. But look how long we got record going on back to 1513.
Uh-huh.
So you got
Right.
200 years of them just pillaging the land
Stealing
and
royalty.
eventually taking control, taking control of the Washington Empire. Where they got on record in the treaties of Uptrade what? They the protectorates over what? The imperial land rights and sovereignty
And sovereignty.
of the
There.
Washington Moors deduct the monument. What's on record? Empress came along, she had her time. It's Veracity. She came along and said Empire Washington. But she spelled Washington. Then you have Washi Tar without the W. And then you got the one that when Jarrell Lee was around, different levels of that title that's behind the scene. Because when France took over, they weren't no need of using that. That's why you seen the Imperial step off the market. The Imperial was left with the Emperor, remember?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
now
it's come on.
now you got Spain claiming some imperial, or you got England claiming some imperial. Well, where they get it from? They got it from your authority.
Sovereign.
Trying to get it.
Yep.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, because it makes more sense now how the elders were able to trace that back and prove that they had rights. It wasn't beside paper, it was this debt that was hanging out there.
Well, you got
If
to
I'm
realize,
reading.
Empress,
That's
you
right.
got to realize, when you go study up on the Empress, that's true what you're saying, but you also got to look at when you go study up on the Empress and what she was able to do and collect the records from the archives in DC, from the records that her grandma left her, who lived over 100, I think, 117 years old. So to make sure that they didn't lose the seat. So when the Empress went in and got what she got, that attached her back to all the land, the bloodline. So France got mad, of course, but they got King Louis XVII died in prison at 12 years old, I think. You feel me? So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
but you got to realize you can see the lie right there. You remember?
Yep.
Because he was never coordinated. He never got coordinated as King of England, instead of France.
France.
If he was the crown prince, if he died at 12, he would have on his record crown prince or Prince Louis. You feel me?
Yes.
So how did he get king then? Because his cousin came in who got 18. He came in and said that out of respect for his cousin, he took Louis the 18th, not Louis the 17th. Because he couldn't take Louis the 17th, because Louis 17 was over here in America making kids, living his life. You feel me?
Yo,
So we didn't have internet back then, you know what I'm saying?
how about that?
Right.
That's still in the
No, they
days.
had the whole. Remember, they seeded off the whole Monroe, Louisiana. That's the Masson rules. That's royal property. But since you ain't got no royalty over here, Louisiana operates it under corporation status, just like all the rest of the counties in America. You feel me? But that's decreed as royal property under the Washington. So when the Royals came over here, that was that land. That's why all that land is down in 60. That's why we working on to go down there and take back what's ours.
Right.
And live off of it and move as we move it. You got authority to do all that. That makes sense to you.
Oh, completely. Appreciate that, Emperor. I yield. Assalamu alaikum,
Okay.
Macho.
Assalamu alaikum, Marsha. You weren't no bad. You good. You know I'm messing with you.
I'm clear.
Come on, man. You know me. At least you know of me. Come on, what you got? Come on, let's go down.
All right, Emperor, we have here in the 18th century, the Moore served as president of the Continental Congress of the Union States Society of America, USU.S, correction, small u dot capital S dot of capital A dot United small u States, capital S, America. So we're going to do that again to make sure it's clear. Moore served as president of the Continental Congress of the Union States Society of America, U.S. of A. The U is small and the S is capital. United States, small u, America. 1781 to 1782, very first one, John Henson, served as president. 1782 to 1783, Elias Boudinot. 1783 to 1784, Thomas Mifflin. 1784, 1785, Richard Henry Lee. All these are Moors. 1785 to 1786, John Hancock. Everybody heard that name. 1786, of course, to 1787, Nathaniel Gorham served as president of the Union States Society of America. 1787, 1786, Arthur St. Clair. 1788, Cyrus Griffin. 1786 to 1797 are the Barbary Treaties with His Majesty the Emperor of Morocco and the Continental Congress of the Union States Society of America. That's who the contract was with. The Emperor of Morocco, Ben Al-Khatib, and the Union States Society of America. All Moors. 1783, the Treaty of Paris. 1775, a declaration. How about that? A declaration. 1776, Declaration of Independence. Familiar with that one. 1713, Treaties of Utrecht. It's got to be the oldest day. And then we have the 18th century. Wow. Kept that secret. So let's complete this and go back and see if there's any questions or.
Well, then you're what, 19th century?
Well, we could stop here and see if there's any questions instead of.
Got two in chat.
All right.
Yeah, there's a question from Benuba Hure. He asks, is there any reason why the presidents before George Washington only served 1 year term?
That was how they had it structured under the Continental Congress, where they only had like a 1 year term, which was interesting, right? You damn sure couldn't get nothing done, right?
Yeah, only 1 year.
That's all it was.
Right.
See, so Nathan who? See? So you go down to the 1786, who was sitting in that on? Nathan who?
Nathaniel Gorham.
Gore.
Nathaniel, my bad. Damn, I said Nathan. Damn, my bad. I'm looking at it all wrong. Nathaniel Goham, right? Who was it? Think about it. See? I thought they said George Washington. Go look at it. Go look at Wikipedia. It say George Washington, the Emperor Morocco signed that treaty.
For real.
Where you see George Washington at?
No way.
Oh wow.
If you go look at Wikipedia in the United States, they say they tell the truth, don't they? Well, the United States government said the treaties between Morocco and the General Washington. Don't mention nothing about these cats, do they?
Mm-mm.
They make it seem like the United States of America was in existence when George Washington was president, right?
Oh, okay, you're right. That's it. That's it right there. That's why.
See, he had a Union State Society of America with a small U. States, think about it. Union States. 9 Union States created what? The Constitution, because they were trying to steal the 100 million, and they had to put it on the what? Constitution contract, not a security agreement or a treaty. They put it on a Constitution. That's why they formed the Constitution. Why? So they had 100 million in gold that was owed to the Emperor of Morocco, that they formed the militaries with of America to this day. You talking about the Marines, the Army, and the what? Navy.
Yeah.
Coast Guard and Air Force came along down the road.
Wow.
Another jewel, you dropped another one. That's cold right there. Ooh, wait.
That's how they formed the whole revolution. How you think they paid for it?
Exactly. Man.
So then they tried to steal it, and France and Spain, even England, made them put it under what? A constitution, which gave it equity. So now that the sovereign state can do what? Function off of its what? Equity. Until they grow to pay the fund fees back. And then you said they came in and dominated Morocco, France on behalf of America, putting this flag on Morocco's flag during Drew Ali time. You feel me? They didn't take that flag off until Eisenhower. You know what I'm saying? Close the consular court, they say. Remember? That's when they took that flag off of there, you feel me? But they've been in control of Morocco since that treaty. So they understand the authority that the emperor had. And then you notice they still haven't shown you where the emperor's burial site is. They can show you everybody's burial site, but they ain't show you where his is. So what do?
Yeah, we know.
Take them out. That's why you see I got what? A question mark behind the name, right?
Yeah. No, they took him out. That's why
Yeah, but where they put him?
Yeah, we don't know.
Is the tomb still in 6 stories below the White House? Interesting, right?
Interesting, right? Correction. That's right. Wait, why wouldn't it? Why else? Where else would they go?
Where's you gonna have them at?
That's right. Where else you can sit on them? You're right. Ooh, you cold. You dropping them jewels. Yeah, I caught them all tonight.
All right.
Congrats. Yeah.
So all these is what Archbishop got out of the archives when Empress Betty Austin went down to collect the paperwork, the rest of the paperwork she needed to get the land back, to get put the land back in the rightful venue and jurisdiction. So he went down there with her, and that's why he pulled out and gave it to me. And I asked the question like y'all asked me, how can I prove this? So what's that? He said, all right, then don't worry about it, Emperor. Oh, Khufu. Don't worry about it, Khufu. Just put it out there, make them prove you wrong. I said, oh, okay, I got you, dog. He said, make them prove you wrong. And they have me, they do what?
They have
not proof. It's not exhibit, it became proof. Because they can't prove it wrong. It's a fact. And it came out of what? See, it came out of what recording service? See? Eastmore.
Eastmore.
See?
Wow, you right.
That was recording service for the Grand Vizier chair of the Emperor. So these Moors they claiming they got some venue. Okay, so where you're recording at? You don't even have a recording doc yourself. That's why you see we got what? The Imperial Moorish Yamasee recorded service So you record all your docs because you got a venue and you got full faith credit. So you don't need to go use their court system to doc anything. You got your own stuff to doc, whatever you need. And it's got just as much authority anywhere else in the world. Make sense to you?
That shit makes sense.
A lot of sense.
Even though I seen it
Speak
earlier,
brilliant.
And you see how
now.
hard it is training y'all to run your own state so you can see where the doors close. Because look at all the cobwebs y'all keep cracking. You know,
Exactly.
from that democracy training or that parliament training over England, you know, the way they got their citizens. You feel me? Look what y'all going through. We can run them all. Y'all ready to run with me?
Yes.
What Mark
Yeah.
I read?
Yeah, of
What Mark
course.
I read? I go hear something.
Why not?
What
Let's
Brian?
more.
I don't
Wow.
hear him.
We organic. He keeps we can grow with
What
it.
my reread?
Yeah, come on.
Keep quiet over there. All right, we got a hand up. What you got, Mojang?
Hi, Mojang, Roy. You got the floor.
Salam alaikum, ma'ashawood. My question is, can you break down the difference between a declaration and Declaration of Independence for the people?
But with that, because George, damn, what's his name? Oh, you know more. I done tell you another hard time. Benjamin Franklin, that guy, right? See, remember he's an Esquire, okay, which is an attorney for those who don't know. Not no damn lawyer. Then he was an agent for who? King George of England. All right, so being in that Esquire position, King George of England also made him a postmaster. Okay, and being an Esquire, he's able to do what? DACA, the United States of America, in a business form over in the city of England. Okay, and that was created 1754, if I'm not mistaken. It's in our paperwork. When he created that, and see, then George Washington, they claim, quote, quote, so-called president or general, he was the 10th president of that United States corporation when they took the seat in Philadelphia of your white privileges. Okay? And once they got the white privileges, when you hear they say, ask Benjamin Franklin when he came out, say, what do we get? We got a republic if we can keep it. So that made they had successfully through Britain, Spain, the Pope successfully took over the white privileges of the empire or Morocco and docked them under the office of the President of the United States. Then brought in the Minister of Foreign Affairs and gave that seal more authority because of the way they set it up. So now that seal has much why you got the high seal from the Secretary of State because of the way they set it up. Then they brought another Esquire and made him the king appointed him as superior Supreme Court, and he officially read the oath to General George Washington. What did they get? General United States of America.
That's where
What was he? Postmaster General. Started sitting there, right?
Yes, Emperor.
Right.
I like that. Good. That was my question too. You got my question. Few of them on that general U.S.
You see it now?
Yeah, Emperor. That was a missing, that was your mission. That was a missing piece. That with that Emperor.
Thank you. How you?
Oh, that help you out? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You had to let it digest a little bit.
Hey, it flowed off just as quick as you was able to get it.
All right, what else you got?
All right. So there was a 789, Emperor. Can you elaborate on that date, 789?
789?
It was 789 date in there pertaining to the.
Oh, you talking about 789? You going out back to your Idris?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at with this treaties of Utrecht.
Oh yeah, you going back to that's past. That's Treaty of Utrecht. That's dealing with Washington. When you go back to the Isle of Rock, when you trace that all the way back, you go beyond the Berbers, who's in control of Kingdom of Morocco at this present day and time. They show you when the Berbers invaded Morocco. They've been there ever since. But you go back to the Idris, who set the whole formation in motion where you got all that in 789.
Gotcha.
And we trace it all the way back to that date. That's going back to the Idris. That's inside of your declaration.
Right. That proves we're the oldest nation of people on earth right there, though.
Oh yeah, I bet you got a couple there. You also go back to the Isle of Man. That you used to call that Northgate. You feel me?
Right.
So you see England got permission, and you go read the Jay Treaty real good. You see they got permission by being what? Overseers of who? Isle of Man.
Man.
So by they getting the compass, as I say in the what is that? The Pirates of the Caribbean. You get the compass. So for them to get the compass of the oceans, they had to get permission from who? Isle of Man. So they came in with the British throne and became the overseers or protectors and military force for Isle of Man. But Isle of Man on that side is just like the Cayman Islands on this side. It's a tax haven. But that was the North Gate. Those who know. Some say the North Gate over here because of the North line that they taught in certain Moorish teaching. But they ain't been able to prove none of that. See, it's all in books. And like I said, you can't get the whole story till you get out the book. You can make up your story, which you see the Great Seal did, Moor Science Temple did, Maxim and all them cats out there. They create their own story from books that's been around for hundreds of years, but they ain't got no venue. So that's why I say we can employ them in our university to teach a history class, but they got to know how to normatize it to bring it up to date to who we are. But all that old Moorish crap they out there teaching, just history. That's all. Can't do nothing with it.
It also explains the Al-Marak too, why it's got that Al-Marak on that North Gate. Al-Marak has always been on the ends.
Well, you said you got all the shrine of temples in America. Them all Moorish temples. And they said they were gonna keep it secret until you come back and do what? Claim your seat. So the greatest secret they tell you when you go through the laws is what? Best kept secret is yourself. But you see how these laws boys submit, you know what I'm saying, become soft and shit and think they're gonna get some damn secret. Because they can dress in a compass and a square and all that bullshit.
Right.
And then you see their ass get over where they run back to. Jeez, Mom, jeez. Save me from my ignorance. All that bullshit. I know y'all mad, right?
They mad.
They
No,
mad, yeah.
we ain't bad. We ain't bad. That was just
You
school
see
for
these
them.
long ass funerals, everybody get dressed up. Go bury some nigga. He got a lodge, he get a flag float, all that crap. Let's just give him a damn check. You feel me? They gonna have all that ceremony. Lock the books up, close the books up, all that bullshit. Like they got something in these books. I think my mom, I was growing up, like, why is he so mean? I said, cause my granddaddy was my great granddaddy, my great granddaddy, John Sampson. You gonna look it up. He was head mason over whole North Carolina back in the days. And he lived to be 112. So when he passed, he was young, you know. And you had to go to that funeral. You had all the masons there, they lined up, all that folding of the flag and drapes and everything. And I asked the question. I said, well, what they doing? They said, well, they said your granddaddy was a very important man back in the day, this and that. I'm like, but it didn't save him. You know, so you young saying that kind of stuff. They look at you like you're crazy, right? Like none of that what you saying, they saved him. All this paraphernalia they locked up, and hell, I still got his old. Like they gave me this old Mason book, the old black book, the small one. I still got that one, and that was way back there. You feel?
Yeah.
And they said run through your blood, so throughout the bloodline, I don't know what came through to see that side, but it wasn't nothing there when I went in. You know me. I asked a simple question: what's the secret? They seen you already know the secret. They asked me, said, "What you in here for then? We can't do nothing for you if you already know the secret." Because I said, "What's the secret?" See, so if I come and tell you something, Jetty, right, and I tell you it's a secret, well, as soon as I tell you, it don't become a secret no more, do it?
True.
That's
So
right.
how you gonna whisper something in my ear about some damn secret? And you got me going through lodges, paying dues, getting all the paraphernalia, as if you gonna get some damn secret.
Right.
And the only thing you get is a casket
Mm,
that you can't open up,
Right.
called death, all right?
is it.
And you ain't seen none of them bring nothing but death. Everywhere they go, they bring death. They go to church, death. They go to the masjid, death. They go to where they go? Military, death. Wherever they go. The only thing at the end of it is what? Death.
Yeah.
They chasing death right now. Don't even realize. Some of them talk to death today. You feel me?
Right.
You're gonna have a lot more talking soon because as I keep coming to my seat, I'm at 3 million now. They want me to increase it to 5. So the old heads out there on the market behind the scene, the generals, the Grand Army of the Republic, they know all about me. They know we coming. They watching how you, because they ain't never did what you're doing. Remember I told you in the military, they say your spirit come around every trillion years, man. So they don't have no clue. We constantly developing and teaching them, even like we, with the AI, you feel me? They gotta learn because you so different. I use that word.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all living it. Now you gotta get out there and what? Perform it.
Yeah.
That's what scares them, because now you about ready to perform. Remember I told you that cop said in Georgia? He said, what? He said, you mean tell me the United States gave the black man diplomatic immunity? See?
Mm-hmm.
He said they seen it. When they seen what happened, they didn't get the whole story. They just knew they couldn't touch us.
Mm,
So when they came to talk, they said, what? Diplomatic immunity. I said, reached out and took my ID back and said, man, peace, man. You feel me? But they want to have control over everything. They feel they got control of you. That's why you become the best kept secret. Because they can't control nothing you do. Can't control nothing you say. You use their services, Facebook, Twitter, because it's services. Everybody, country got a little Facebook page. They get mad. Well, you got for the emperor got Facebook. Because I'm a different type of emperor. Okay? I ain't
Right.
here trying to sit in no damn booth and I gotta peek through some screen to get somebody to talk for me like they used to. You couldn't even talk to the Pope unless you got to talk to the emirs first. You feel me? All that shit. No. We're in a different day and time. You feel me? So I come out to being with you, play with you, deal with you. You know what I'm saying? So you growing up with Emperor. If you stay here long enough with me, you'll see because you're gonna see them gum and coat. But you know what's happening on the world scene. That's already set in stone when I'm gonna come to my seat. Ain't nothing I can do. It's my seat.
mhm.
They claiming to be a part of my seat. Still my history, our story, to be a part of my royal powers and divine powers, so they can be a part of your seat. And I don't want them, they ain't got nothing to do with my seat.
Right.
Because they want look at the treachery and treason they did to that royal bloodline, claiming to be royal, pretending to be royal. The look, some reason people get into that, That's why I say, when I see them, I don't see them but death, right?
Yes.
All right, yield. We'll be here at 9 o'clock. Come on. What else y'all got for your 17th anniversary?
All right, Emperor.
I don't know if you want. I don't know if the Kessel want that light shot on top of their head, but boy, you bright over there, boy.
Mhm. All right. Next, we're moving into the 19th century, where we have 1887 Justice Curtis decision in the Dred Scott case.
All right, what's that? What's up with that? We got that. We got our story inside of the declaration of our opinion, which is a real opinion. If you go read it. Now, I told y'all it was in there, so I know it's on here. Okay.
All right.
Then you get down to the 5th Marquis de Masson dash rules. Shouldn't be a dash there, but that's cool. / prophet dash noble Drew Ali. Shouldn't be a dash between de Masson rules. So that's typo. Okay. So your year you born and year you die, right? So day 21st. And with June 20, July 20th, what I say? That was yesterday. You see? So he become part of this journey. And so now you see you got the Moorish Americans out there claiming them bullcrap. They got an attitude which may be no different. Because they only see him as a prophet or a noble. You feel me? Well, you've been around long enough to know you got a lot of niggas out here talking about the prophet, noble, all this stuff. So why make Prophet Drew Ali different than Daddy Grace, Marcus Garvey, and all the cats, Elijah Muhammad, all the cats, Fraud Muhammad, they came under him, studied under him. What made him so different? Because he behind the scene, he was recognized as the de Masson Rouge. He's the fifth Marquis. That means he's heir to the throne of France. And they don't understand it. They don't see him as a prophet like he did, like he's a real, a prophet. To bring you Circle 7. With Circle 7, see, that's dishonoring Drew Ali, the 5th Marquis de Masson Rouge. See, because you got a book out called the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ that was written like 3-5 years before the Circle 7, which had the same doctrine, writings inside of each book. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you got Jesus in one, Allah in one, God in one, Allah in none, you see? So there wasn't no copyright and all that stuff back then. So if you got 2 books identical, 1, 3, 4 years, well, that make the Circle 7 plagiarized from another book. So to say you got some divine damn revelation that's going to save your dumb ass, sound like a fool to proud reason. All they gonna do is read. It's gonna make a lot of them mad. They want to stand out there their feds and slash and say prophet raised and worship prophet Drew Ali. Well, Drew Ali couldn't even save his damn self. Or when were they thinking about it back in the day to save him? Well, you want to have all this damn confusion. See where I'm coming from? You couldn't save yourself. So how they gonna say how then they want to go to Allah, which is folklore to me. Because they don't understand nothing about no damn Allah. I mean, Allah was the grandson of Enlil. Come on, man. Enlil is the crown prince of Nibiru. Ain't new. His brother was Enki, who was the crown prince at first. But through the seed of blood, when he was born, he became the crown prince, which drew up that whole thing. But you talking about this guy named Allah, whoever they claiming, and some deity, some everlasting power. He was a grandson of Enlil. You feel me? With the J Juice, Jesus crap, but that's a flagrant name. His name was Yahshua. If you go check the record. So, but they can come and change, Well, when God comes back, we're gonna call him Jesus. We're gonna make that nigga else. That's how them Christians sound like they don't. We're gonna make Jesus else. Even though his name ain't Jesus, we're gonna make him else with Jesus. They carry their own version. And they got many people worshiping that crap and get nothing out of it but Sunday school dress and ties, and so certain preachers can, live a certain life, you feel me? Make sure the preacher got good shoes on, and make sure the preacher got a brand new suit on every week, and make sure the preacher got a vacation house over here. Make sure the preacher, we go over to Africa to help save people in the name of Jesus. We got to make sure the preacher got, he's in the outer, like he got some authority from God to preach some word that he called religion. And I'm looking at all of them saying, who gave you some damn authority? The Pope? You sound like a damn fool, though. Preaching about something you don't even know. Can't even speak the language and don't want to take time to go learn the language. Y'all been around 50 years, you could have been learning a foreign language. Your schools could have taught you Spanish so you can have a balanced culture. You go everywhere else, they got 2, 3 languages they speak. And you look right down when they say they're talking Chinese or Japanese or Arabic or something. You know, they say Assalamu alaikum, you know, all that bullshit. And you don't know what the hell they talking about. And you can only speak one language. It's like you got one hand cut behind your back, right? Think about it. Then you got those who go out there and learn the language. They want people following them now because they feel like they're greater than you because they can speak a language over you. That's what happened with it. A lot of them more science, and I ain't gonna say them dummies can't speak nothing. But you know, a lot of them Sabians now, I'm say the Wabians, because a lot of the old heads, they never went down that. Well, I can say Ansars, but they never went down the Wabu. The kids did. Then the kids created Sabian. You feel me? So you still got to go back to the Ansar days when them boys really speaking language. You see what they did. They said, I changed them, didn't I? You got them out there now thinking they're greater than you, but they can speak it. They know how to speak the language. So just why you serve them behind the scenes, your language, because eventually we're going to have a call speaking in your mash right? How you like them apples?
Right.
Yes.
Look forward.
Long overdue.
All right, so where we at, y'all? How many more slides we got?
One more.
Okay, cool. You know, I had this crown on what, 3.5 hours. Y'all don't know how much energy going through my brain.
Okay.
All right.
All right, moving. So now that 1857 Justice Curtis decision in the Dred Scott case.
All right, what was the decision then? I just went over there. You went back to it. So what was the decision? You want to talk about it? So let's talk about it. What's the decision?
I was going to move forward to, we just covered it, and then move forward to.
Yeah, okay. Well, so what was the decision?
The decision, okay, let me go to it. It's in our Constitution.
It's in your Declaration Decree. It's in the Constitution too, right? Come on.
So in this decision, with the Justice Curtis, all right, here we go. All right, getting my cursor together. All right. The Constitution was ordained and established by the people of the United States through the action in each state of those persons who were qualified by its laws to act thereon in behalf of themselves and all other citizens of the state. In some of the states, we have seen Moorish persons were among those qualified by law to act on the subject. These Moorish persons were not only included in the body of the, quote, the people of the United States, end quote, by whom the Constitution was ordained and established, semicolon, but in at least 5 of the states, they had the power to act, and doubtless did act, by their suffrage upon the question of its adaptation. And that's Justice Curtis, 1857, dissenting opinion on the Dred Scott case. He was also dissenting on the Lincoln-Douglas case debate. But the Justice Tenney, what they did, the decision, was that he was Black. Hold on, let me get to it. Justice Tenney delivering the opinion of the court insisted at great length that the Moors were not part of the, no, that ain't the section I was looking for. I need the Black part. I know what you're getting at. Because the decision was that he was, even though he's not a Negro, he's Moor. So he was Black. He was considered Black.
Moore was classified as Black. That's why they got you claiming to be African American, because they know Black don't have no standing. Obama told you that, remember?
Correct. So that was the decision in the Dred Scott
There's
case.
some more on it, but I don't feel like getting into it right now.
Correct, Emperor.
That's old Morris. That's why I got it in your Declaration Decree. But that's just part of our story. But we'll touch on it next month. Y'all want to? So it's celebration time next month. You feel me?
Right.
Yes.
Told y'all there was gonna be a third world war when as I keep coming out. Y'all think I'm bullshit, nigga. Let's make sure you on your ship, you got to ride with, but they getting ready to start the draft and everything here.
See, those emails been sending out. People been asking, man, they sending out stuff about the draft. Yeah, pay attention. We're at war.
Been at war. Been at war since George Washington. He never knew that.
Go, George Washington. I was going back there to George. Shoot, when he did what he did.
Been in martial law since George Washington.
Yeah.
He still some out of privileges. You can't do nothing but put him in martial law.
1790, 1790.
And they made martial law seem right or lawful or legal. Not lawful, but legal. That's why their courts can't go into international court. But they only authorized to operate as a what? A legal entity, an administrative entity. So when you hear esquires, that means they are administrative justices, judges, attorneys, right? Administrative. They get mad as hell, you tell them in the court. Yeah, because they don't want their corporation to know they're administrative. They only got administrative authority over their contract. They don't have no law authority to do nothing. Pretend authority. Like I said, they made a mirror. Remember? You got a mirror government and you got a de jure original, which we own, and then you got a mirror. See?
You own nothing.
Originals? The original is what?
De jure.
General Constitution. Right?
Right.
General Constitution is original. Okay. 3 branches. All right. Minor is what? Or the mirror is what? Federal administration. Federal administrative 3 departments. You feel me?
Yes, Emperor. I'm not.
Okay. You got a Republican form of government, Art 2, Section 4, 5, capital U dot S dot C dot Section 1501, parentheses 1. Then you got the federal government, 28 U, all cap U dot S dot C dot S dot, you see? Section what? 3002. Then you got 5, capital U dot S dot C dot S dot Section what? 1501, parentheses number 2. See difference?
Oh, yeah.
Original, General United States of America and the family of nations. The mirror is what? The administrative government of the United States in the United States. Catch y'all there.
Oh, yeah. Let's explain.
Right. You got 36, capital USCS, Section 172, Old Pledge. Then you got 36, capital USCS, all the dots, y'all know that. Section 171 is what? Under God / history. See? You got 4 USCS, all cap, chapter 2, section 41, official seal. Then you got 4 USCS, all cap, section 41, Great Seal, 1935 through 1986. Gotcha, huh? Then you got 5 USCS, all cap, chapter 1, section 1, official flag. Then you got 4 USCS, all cap, section 1, parentheses, historical flag, that's 50 stars. You see? You got number what? Republican form of government, I told y'all already. You got the General Constitution, I told you already. You got the Congress of the United States. Then you got the original. Then you got the United States Congress, mirror. You got the Law of Nations / Space Family of Nation, Art 1, Section 8, Clause 10. That's the original. Then you got a mirror as what? United Nations. You got what? Common law, Art 3, Section 1-2. Statutory laws / Admiralty 11th Amendment. You see? That's in the Constitution, see? Then you got 9 natural born citizens, which everybody claims to say they are. Then you got 14th Amendment citizens, which gives you a birth certificate. You feel me? Then you got what? Senate of the United States, Article 1, Section 3. Then you got United States citizen, not even mentioned in the Constitution. All right. You got the original laws of the United States. You got the mirror of what? Judicial system. You see on our paper, I got laws of the United States. See? Then you got 12 what? President of the General National United States Government, Art 2, Section 3. Then you got a mirror as what? President of the corporate national United States government, 12th Amendment.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all didn't know that stuff, didn't they? You got the original de jure, capital D, capital J. Then you got the mirror as what? De facto. That's why I keep calling him what? De facto president. You feel me? Now I think I'll be dishonoring Obama when I say, oh, Trump. No, they de facto president. They're not de jure president, de facto. Then you got original what? Articles 1-7, Bill of Rights. Then you got the mirror what? 11-27th Amendment. S post facto. You feel me?
Yes.
You got what? A declaration. I think the date was on that. A declaration, yeah. It was from 1775 to 4 July 1776. I think that's why I told you to write it on there. Then you got Declaration of Independence. July 4, 1776. Then you got what? Original. You got enactments. You got mirror or minor is what? Executive orders. You feel me? You got original, national / citizen or mirror. You got what? Alien. See? Original what? A qualified voter. You feel me? A mirror, minor is what? Registered voter. See? So you don't have a proper voting system, right? But they call it the Voting Rights Act. Remember, it's an act, not a law, act. Because the original one, you had to be a qualified voter, not a registered voter. You see the difference, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
That give you enough to eat now?
Oh, yeah.
You got enough?
For now.
Getting better, right?
Yes.
All right, come on, let's get on out of here. I give y'all some jewels on the end, right?
Definitely.
Bet you be going back listening to this one, right?
Yes, no doubt.
Yeah.
Hold on, we got the fifth marquee. He did it. The last one on there, Abneford. Well, he did it. We'll move forward. He did. He mentioned it. All right. So we have now the 1928. Prophet received the Imperial Spanish land grants of 1762 and the Spanish land grant of Monroe, Louisiana.
Well, that's because he was the fifth Marquis de Maison-Rue. That's only verifying that he's the fifth Marquis de Maison-Rue. Because the Spanish land grant dealing with the Washington.
Right.
And the Spanish land grant Monroe, Louisiana dealing with the Washington. So just letting you know he was in that fifth Marquis de Maison-Rue line. But in 1928, they had the whatever they call it down in Cuba. Pan America. Yeah, and that's when he supposed went down and all the nations said that the Moors own the land, which they do. That's why they've been at odds with Cuba.
Yeah,
to this day, because Cuba held the plaque. And Fidel Castro and all them said they were gonna give it back to the Moors. The United States got mad and did an embargo, and Russia came in to protect, and everybody seemed like it was the embargo and 1968 embargo, all that, and they've been at war against Cuba ever since. When I came back and claimed the contract and got treated back and got everything on us, Obama and the Pope said it's time for that contract to be over because I didn't need the platinum no more. I already got the contract. So they wouldn't need the United States holding out Cuba with all this animosity when the contract is not even valid no more. Feel me?
Right. Indeed, so that's what was going.
Here we go again, right? All right, so this is United Nations Human Rights. That's Declaration of Ground Independence, the colonial countries and peoples. That's what I told y'all. That's what you had before Martin Luther King sellouts came and did what? Put your ass on the civil rights in 63. That's why they call it Civil Rights Act of 1963. I think they got 1962, 63, 64, and 68. All them rights is for corporations. The chair you sitting in is considered a corporation and have a serial number on it, okay? So everything based on numbers. You feel me? They don't know if you live or chair. You walk around thinking you got some damn human rights. All right, come on. And then you got Then you got beyond conventional diplomatic relations. That's what y'all study. You got 92, the Constitution. That's when that 208, 1992, I told y'all that. 203, construct agreement, contract claim between the Yamasee American Navy, / Yamasee Native American and the state of Georgia. That's true. All of it's true. Let's make sure y'all got it right. And then 207, when I was creating the country. 209, okay, different arrival. 12 with the first Constitution. Then I updated to 13. That's cool. Y'all put 12 in there. That's the original authentic. And then I redid it in 13. After I grew a little bit, I had to grow up a little bit. All right, so y'all good on that?
Yeah.
And your Constitution got equity. All right, what else you got?
Next slide.
I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened. I wear this crown for 24 hours. I bet y'all take off, right? All right, so that was the last one. All right, go down to the end. Y'all got any questions for me? Or we can close this thing out. We've been on here, what, 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yep. So what we got? Seems like it went so fast, didn't it?
It kind of did, but
Yeah, it does. It did.
I was told, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, what else we got?
All right. That's it.
Got something in chat. Who's selling t-shirts? They're selling t-shirts. What are you talking about?
They're selling Benubahu. Could you, Nanya Benubahu, Ray? Could you explain the question to the Emperor, please?
Assalamu alaikum, Ma'ashul. I had put that in there when you were talking about those other Moorish groups out there, and I was just saying, yeah, now they selling t-shirts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they putting Bismillah and all kind of stuff on them. I just laughed.
And they ain't no more. They ain't no more Muslim than anything. It's like I said. It's like what they need to find itself. You know.
Right.
In one breath, they want to say they Allah, and they don't have nothing dealing with that term because they put Jirali as if he's their savior. You feel me? And I mean, for real, let's be honest. They should have been how to contract Morocco. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to realize how deep this go. You think about this for a second. Jirali being the 5th Marquis de Masson Rouge, right? All right, he had jurisdiction over that red and green star, that red flag green star, okay? It was tied to his Moorish lineage. All right, when he was around, when he flew the original flag, the Kingdom of Morocco had French on it. So being the de Masson Rouge, he can actually literally establish the 48 star flag and that green star flag under his venue, but he didn't because he created a corporation that's domiciled in Cook County, Illinois. So they didn't let him live long enough to get that de jure side set up. So that you see what I'm coming from now? Is that deep that stuff go?
Yeah.
And they missed it because they won't be showboats and dirty Moors or dirty so-called Moors, you feel me?
Right.
That makes sense to you.
It does. Gratitude.
You can almost see Noble Drew Ali had to know that when he got there at that door.
Well, he knew a lot, but they like you said before, they let them take him out for his time. He never got it situated. That's why you got all the madness out here now. All these guys dressed up with these long outfits on Juma on Friday, looking like some dummies. I want to preach to you. I got divine. I'm a sheikh. I'm a sheikh. I'm a sheikh or whatever. I'm a noble. Like, I'm a governor. You feel me? You got niggas that kind of governors. You know? Like they got something you want. Like, are you serious? You don't have anything but a voice. You feel me?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so y'all good?
We good, Emperor. You dropped it tonight. These Jews.
Good, Protector. Good.
This and a couple more.
Come on, close. Unless y'all got something.
All right. So I would like to keep in mind that the H.E.M.R space decrees and grants limited delegated authority to all nominationals, non-executive directors, NEDs, all cap in parentheses, and non-directors, NDs, all cap in parentheses, who are skilled and qualified to operate the sovereign state jurisdiction. The purpose is to implement and advance the modalities of commerce and cultural variegations for the properly formed and operational republic state pursuant to the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s. In closing, we would like to thank the universal traveler, dweller, the absolute royal sovereign, H.E.M.R Emperor, Samhu, Amini-Ray, quote, Adeloyi, end quote, His Sovereign Majesty. And we would like to thank the Imperial Royal Princess Uhaika, Samson L., and moreover, gratitude to all of our nominationals working in the background to make this possible. And to our viewing audience for their attention and participation. Please mark your calendars, to be certain to mark your calendars for the 19th of August, 2024, for the continuation of the Full Moon Live Reading Series celebration with the Sturgeon/Blue Moon.
Well, we might have a one-day call because we got a celebration of my Earth Day at the end of the month. So we might have to, depends on the work we got in front of us. And after we get that done, that might be well, we have one day at least, but then not 3 days, but one day. So we got a party at the end of the week and the month. So yeah, we give them that one day. So you know how we rolling. So we give them that much, all right.
Right.
All right. Salam alaikum, Ma'at Shawu, everybody. Appreciate talking to you. Y'all, we get all the questions out. I got you. We get all the questions out for our 17th anniversary. You get it out.
I think we got most of them. I think we only got maybe one or two.
There's a few more.
So, yeah.
Oh, few more. I didn't get them all.
I don't think so.
Oh, we got.
Let's go.
Do they need to be answered, Majetti, or?
They were basic info, what I've seen on them. So, let's go to it. So now the other one was, what is the land grant? No. I'm in the wrong space. I apologize. All right, explain the bio. Got that one.
Read them out right quick. Come on.
Official state, you got that one. You answered, what are plenary civil powers upon the land? What are the constructive agreements of intent? That was, where was the ancient empire, Al-Morocco, and how is it designated?
And actually up there by Chicago area.
Right.
You look at the map where you got old Egypt and all that up there.
Right. And here's one that it says, Emperor, you've mentioned before about having the power to raise the dead. Can you clarify that statement, please? So that was pertaining to
that came, okay. That's a good one. Well, in the progress of developing and growing, I discovered that one of my ancestors was the oldest witch in the world. Her name was Agnes Sampson. And during that time, I had lit a fire inside of me that could never go out again. That's been in me the whole while. But you had to grow and develop to get to that age. Who that unbeknown to me, so ain't like I knew it and grew into it. And did a ceremony to free her soul with what King James, the Bible boy, did to my royal family to try to steal the royal bloodline and say he burned at the stake and all that kind of stuff. But they were trying to steal the power cross that disappeared. That's the one that appeared to me, which let me know I was part of the royal bloodline. And so during that ceremony, I think we did Psalms 91, Psalms 23, Psalms 2, and I wrote in the way I write, not the way the Bible read, the way I write. And it worked. And the third day, on my third day, I opened up the gates. We all call hell. Well, I opened up the gate and I told you on the call that, certain person I called that opened up the gates. Evidently he heard me and opened up the gates. The same general that signed me in the United States, okay? But he had deceased. And the gates was open, and the master and millions of my comrades came out, that my cousins and everything. And in that journey, talking to old heads who travel both sides, explaining me different things that the dead follow you. So the shackles, opening up the shackles, you feel me? These things that were put together forever, you feel me? These things open up, you feel me? And a certain ceremony I did with Nine Bingy, which when they open up, he said that magic don't exist on this realm. Only an emperor can have that type of magic, open steel, metal. And so the dead follow you. So they say in their story that this Christ figure will come and raise the dead. I beg the question, why? Why would I raise him? Give me some, I mean, I've been looking since 22nd, 2022, when I gave certain y'all permission to call your ancestors. If you're serious and you understood, okay, then so what's the reasoning for raising anybody else outside of the flotilla when I take across the Atlantic Ocean? Certain graves out there that I might raise. But other than that, the dead follow me. So what's the need of raising them? That's their story. So as I'm telling you, write my own story, my bloodline, raising for what? Everything they've been taught has been against my bloodline. Everything they taught since 1591 against my Agnes, my bloodline. So what, raising for what? What's the point? What's the need? When you have millions as you coming up, as you keep going. So in my mind, I say I gave him 28,000 at first. And 26,000. I gave him 26 on the spirit level. If you got a soul, you got 26 more. But I gave you a chance to come see me who I am now, so you see me. So since you say you can't see me, well, I'm gonna let your ass burn for 26,000 years, and I'll let you come out. But since as I develop and grow, and they teaching me, that's done elevated 3 times, which is 78,000 now. Okay, so that's 3 times the sun going around that we ain't got to deal with you no more. So that's why I say all these cats, ling along death, you must, death, as I say, the organization, them ling along die you must organization. That's the same thing to people, ling along die you must. So that's why I ain't got time to deal with them, because I don't even see them no more, because they're only seeking death. So they don't see me now. Well, they'll see me after they see death. You don't want to see me then. Then you gonna see me in my raw form. So, but I ain't supposed to be like no way. I don't want anyone. Why? Because you come with the real law, you come with facts. Only a true sovereign can do that. That's why they say in this day and time, a true sovereign will appear. His follower inside be what? Small in the beginning. But the words in his mouth is what? Truth. and factual, right? So that's where we at now. So they help you out with the raising the dead.
Indeed, Emperor. Another level of it, as always. Gratitude for that.
That big one to close it out on.
Yes, that's one to close it out on. So,
I yield.
All right. Let me get my screen together here. I jumped around. Okay. So, in closing, with that, salam alaikum with magic, and may the dweller be with you, divine beings, and may you continue to be a universal traveler, code in space, dweller dash emperor, code in space, Samhu, a mini dash ray, quote, Delo Ye, in divine being. Ease. Know thyself. Smiley face.
Date.
Salam alaikum, my shows.
Salam alaikum, ma'ashawof, namos.
Salam alaikum, ma'ashawof,
namos.
Gratitude, protector.
Salam
Nama.
Appreciate you.
Salam alaikum.
Y'all getting pretty good with that. Y'all need to get more rhythm though. You know, I got house music on my mind, but anyway. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y'all good?
Peace.
Good. Gratitude.